going to go for a round two. He's going to go for the knock. Goes for the roll now. And he's spotted CVL. Looks for the clip, but he's not going to be able to get it. Jumps out instead, but goes down.
Forward, trying to get a better position using his motive advantage. Drives straight in.
Out instead, but goes down. Now it's just Portal alive. Poor Soul in a 1v1, but he cannot do it.
Hello everyone, and once again welcome back to PMCO 2020 Spring Split Wildcard Region Group Stages. My name is Varun Super Johnny John, being joined on the desk by Ocean Sharma, and today is going to be day number 6, the last day for the group stages. So it is going to be times for the teams. As we said, the teams that were playing today, they just had 4 games, they were done with that, and in the final matches we saw YOLO plays come out. So it's going to be the same for the teams that are going to be playing today. Just go YOLO, because these are going to be your last 4 games in this group stages.
Exactly. For some teams, they have already established themselves, but then for some other teams that were pushed yesterday because they were not playing, they need to jump up. And let's just see which teams were pushed yesterday in the overall standings, as we'll be talking about the teams that kind of need to work on their strategies right now. NoChance was sitting on the first, Imperial GG on the second. Famous is one team which obviously, you know, their fans would like to see them climb up to the first. And if you see the logo, it says Scared Famous. That's like, we are famous because you are scared. It's that scenario. WatchMyGP is out there on the 4th, Exodus on the 5th. Team Gravity also has to 7. So I would like to see Famous versus TG if it happens today. MT was out there on the 7th, WMGxCloud on the 8th position as such. But then moving on to the next 8 out there. Dream Team was on the 9th, 4 Angry on the 10th. They had their games. Good Boys on the 11th, LordNepal on the 12th. ZeusEsport, they can just go in as they had an impressive game once. We will see if they just go in for once again. Pain Gaming is out there on the 14th, Wolf Squad on the 15th. No Mercy sitting out there on the 16th one as of now.
Yeah, so in the top 16, there are just 5 teams with 8 games remaining. So I think they have pretty much solidified their place in the semi-final slot. But moving on, it's going to be the 3rd quarter where teams are still there with just 8 games. It's going to be Mysterious, Andromeda, and GoodFellows. They will be looking to get more points so that they can secure their place, move up even further. Savage Hunter as well, and Swanky Gaming as well. So a lot of teams in this 3rd quarter just sitting with 8 or 7 games being played for their side. On the other side, Rogue Nation, they are going to be in trouble, because if Swanky Gaming, if GoodFellows, or if the teams in the 4th quarter and the last section of the standings, if they actually perform really well, they are going to be kicked out, Rogue Nation. But on the other side, one team that is already going to be exiting the PMCO after these group stages is going to be WayToConq, having 10 games played, sitting on the 25th position. BlackTeam MGL, 26, still have gameplay. Zero Death have games left. Team SYG, Khas, Team Harsh, Friendly Fire, they are going to be playing today, but Friendly Fire, as we were saying yesterday, there is interesting stuff happening with that team.
There's water around their position right now. That's all that I can say. We'll have to see.
They are in deep waters.
Waters, all right.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I mean I'll be looking forward to, because see, there was one player from Friendly Fire, and he was still, you know, trying to have a position for his team overall, and he was just going with the strats. He was going for the gameplays. He also, you know, managed to bring out a 1v3 as well. Imagine if all the players, you know, just work together. They have the potential. If one player has the potential, you should be knowing that other 2 also, the 3 also have the potential, and they can just go for it. But then talking about the points that just give you out there with the positions for yourself, 20 points for the first position, 14 for the second, third gives you 10, and after that it's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 till the 10th position, and after that from 11 to 16 you get a single point. But that matters when you have kill points in your bank as well, as 1 kill gives you 1 point. That means, you know, you can add, subtract. It won't be subtract, obviously. There's no negative marking out in this one, but you can add them to your bank.
Add it.
You just add it to your bank, like the maximum amount of kills that you can get. And today is a day of additions, as Varun said. It's the YOLO strats out there. You just go for it.
You definitely just go for it, and like we saw yesterday, let's have a look at the schedule as well. It's going to be Erangel, a change coming in. Shanok is going to be played on the second match, but the third, no Vikendi today, so Miramar is back in the play zone, and as always, we are going to end on Erangel. So as we were talking about it, yesterday also we saw this during the final two games that were being played on Vikendi and Erangel, wherein teams just went on full aggressive. I mean, Vikendi was still a little bit slow-paced, but the last Erangel yesterday, it was aggressive, and by aggressive, I mean teams were just running haywire everywhere on the map, and you could see fights happening at any given time. But let's have a look at the teams that are going to be playing today. It's going to be ZeusEsport, Andromeda, GoodFellows, BlackTeam MGL, Pain Gaming, Cast, Team Gravity, and Mischievous from Group B. But moving on towards Group C, a lot of interesting names coming in from there, as well as we are going to have Famous coming in. And Famous, once again, has been a strong team, but Team Gravity is going to look to contest them. On the other side, Zeus and Pain Gaming sitting on the second quarter of the standings. They will look to climb into the top 8 as well.
Yeah, and the teams out in the Group D, as you can see, No Mercy, Team SYG, Zero Death. So Zero Death has been a weird team for me. I mean, they go for the fights, but then mostly the fights don't come to them. That's like one of the things. Famous, obviously, you guys know. Team Harsh has had a decent to good run. Savage Hunter, Swanky Gaming, and a team that really needs to pick off in these 4 games is going to be Friendly Fire. I mean, see, you are out here. You have qualified for the big league. So obviously your fans, your friends will be having an expectation from you as well. And a team needs to be on those expectations. Even if one person is expecting something from them, even if their own players are expecting something from them, they should, just dive into the competition and just go for it. So I would like to see if Friendly Fire, just comes up with the expectations, and maybe they have an incredible game today, because people will be looking for it. And the 2 teams that are playing today are Famous and Gravity. Let's have a look at their stats and their head-to-heads. As you can see, overall kills for Famous is 69, and for Gravity it's 51 out there. 10,805 damage for Famous and 9,681 for Team Gravity. And alright, healing is where it's an interesting one. Like they have done half the damage of the heal, like 10,000 to 5,000 is out there, and 9,000 to 4,300 is out there. So it's kind of the 50-50-ish chance out there. 13 headshots from Famous, 5 from Team Gravity. And this thing, see, if this team gets another chicken dinner today, this will be the first team to get 5 chicken dinners in PMCO so far 2020. So this is going to be an interesting one. I would like to see if it gets, it's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, and Team Gravity on the other side, when they started playing on the first day itself, they had a pretty good momentum, and we were thinking, all right, this team is going to go way longer. They are going to be sitting in the first position. But the very next day, Famous comes in and swoops everybody off their feet. I mean, their performance was pretty incredible, the way they played those games. And from there on out, we have been waiting to see these 2 teams go head-to-head, which I think is going to happen today. And imagine, like, that fight between these 2 can happen in the first circle, or it can happen in the last circle. It's going to be intense no matter when it takes place.
Exactly. It's going to be intense no matter where it takes place. And probably, because we saw in the Vikendi match, if you remember, Team Gravity, when they were fighting a team out there, outside the circle and all those things, like Sinister was taken down, Octus was the only person remaining. So I would like to see if the same thing, or if not the same thing this time, inside the circle probably, the fights happen with Team Gravity and Famous. And, if one team tries to contest the other's rotations, or maybe the drop locations in the final game or in the first game, or maybe the final circle is 4v4 fights or something between these 2, or maybe a 1v1, that's going to be an interesting one. See, to be honest, no person, alright, I'll ask you, alright, what are you scared of? A 1v4 or a 1v1 in the final circle?
1v1.
Yeah,
1v1.
I mean, that is one thing. See, if it's a 1v4, a person is like, we might die, we might clutch it. But if it's a 1v1, you're like, what if we die with just one person remaining? That is a much more pressurized situation. You guys just commented, what are you guys most scared of, 1v4 or a 1v1 situation in the final circle? Because, some people are like, I can't take 1v1 in the final circle as well. But one thing that I am scared of is that I have an M249 and it's a 1v4 or something like that. What if I fail in that thing? Because, if it's a 1v4, 4 players just charge in from other different directions.
Exactly. 1v4s, I mean, there is a psychological aspect to it. In a 1v4, you do not have the numbers on your side. So you will definitely have to go with those crazy mind games, and you are not going to come out on top. So even if you lose, it is going to be okay. But in a 1v1 where you have a 50-50 chance of coming out on top, and every single mistake is going to be noticeable. So by the time if you lose that one, you're going to be like, why did I do this? I could have done things differently. And that is, I think that sort of creates the extra pressure that's there. Whereas if you are outnumbered, as I said again, you know you're not going to lose. So you just go and give it a shot. If you come out on top, you just say that you're OP.
Yeah, I mean, you just say that you're OP, and that's just one of the things that just goes in like OP gameplay, overpowered gameplay.
And dance your enemies crates, that's one thing you need to do as well.
That's one thing that people sometimes do. We have seen so many dance moves just coming out here. It's just like a dance break that just goes in that tension situation out there. That three players are sitting on one side and they're like, can I spot someone? Can I spot someone? Can I spot someone? On the other hand, there's just one player behind them that's just going.
Yeah.
What am I doing? I'll be a meme soon. Alright, so apart from that, like the scenario that just comes out is release the tension, because these are the final 4 games. That's just the message that we want to convey. These are the final 4 games. You just go all in. Go with the YOLO strats. Go with the fact that if you were in top 32, it also means a lot. You were top 32 in a big region where there were 1,000, 1,500s, like 2,000 or maybe 10,000 teams that registered. And the filtration brought you out in the top 32. So this means a lot for you and your team. Even if a single person believes in you, they believe in a whole team. They believe in the name of the team, and that just means a lot for the players.
Exactly. That means a lot, and you need to focus on what's going to be on the line. It's going to be a direct slot to the World League, where you will be going up against those big names and the big teams on the biggest stage of it all. And that, I think, has to amount for something. You need to make sure that you're there and representing your region, your team, your people, and giving it everything you can. So today is going to be the day that decides whether you take the first step on towards the ladder that is going to lead you to the World League, or are you going to be kicked out? Because making it over there is pretty important for everyone.
The best of the best of the best of the best of the best are going to be sitting out there.
It's like 0.01% of the top players.
You're quoting Mr. Robot, right? 0.01% of the best of the world out there. Yeah, so like it's going to be that thing. See, you started out in a crowd, and now you will be a part that just stands right in front of that crowd. So that thing matters for you as well, for your team as well. See, there are players there that come out as MVP in one game, overall kill leaders in one game. The numbers always keep on changing, but what does not change is your synergy with your team. That is going to lead you from here to there to the World League. And obviously, even if we won't be casting those matches, we'll be sitting in our home sipping coffee or something, and we'll be like, hey, I know that guy. We saw their matches. We know that guy is capable of 1v4, 1v3, and all those scenarios when he or she has their favorite gun in their hands. That is going to make us proud as well, and that's enough motivation for today.
That is definitely going to be enough motivation, as in a little while we will be jumping. No, we will be on the plane to Erangel, and we will be jumping off the plane on Erangel, basically. And once again, so a lot of interesting plays coming out, and as I was talking about yesterday as well, we saw the off drops come in. We saw teams change their drop location in some games and go for the surprise plays, but sometimes that did not work out. As in, when we were casting this different region, we were casting Pakistan, we saw a team change their drop location, and that got them punished every single time. In Wildcard as well, when you change your drop location, you need to make sure that it is one of those empty places on the map. Otherwise, if you are going in for a contest, you are basically taking a risk, and that can risk in your entire team getting wiped out.
I mean, what happens is, if you are contesting someone, they are contesting you as well. Talking about contests, I think the contestation is about to start, as we are going to dive out of the plane, as the first Erangel of the final day will be right on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. From Primorsk Ferry Pier to Lipovka, you can see mansion, you can see prison, you can see shelter, you can see military. I mean, you can see all the map, but out there you can dive onto these areas, you can dive onto military base, you can dive onto Pochinki. Going to Georgopol might be an issue, not for the big teams, not for the teams that want to start their day out of those areas, as the plane trajectory is right in front of you. You can see the players that are out there. Savage is going to be the first team that just jumps out of the plane and is going for their drop. Can they contest it, is my question. Will they go for it, as the YOLO strats are going to be out there? And friendly fire, they are going on a land. They are going on a land. they are going to land. That is an interesting thing out there. Let's see if they fight. All the best to this team as well, because we are going to see some amazing games. That's one thing that we hope from this team. Team Harsh Singhji is also dropping down. Let's see
so
what
far
happens.
I see one guy heading towards land from the side of Friendly Fire. It is Anubis, but where are the rest of the team? So that is going to be interesting. On the other side, Savage have taken control of the Ferry Pier location for themselves. Mysterios once again heading towards the Gutka area. TH, I think they will like to drop towards the side of Pochinki. And Pain, Andromeda is going to go towards the Novo area. Famous, they are taking the drop towards Milta. And Famous, once again, Amara, that 1v3 clutch. Oh man, I think that has to be one of the most incredible plays I've ever seen. On the other side, so the circle is also interesting. It's centered around the prison mansion location. So Yasna, Rozok School, Milta Power, Lipovka is all going to be available.
All 3 players of Friendly Fire are out there. I just saw it. They are in the query area. That's just an incredible thing out there. But look at this. Look at this. Early contestations are coming in as TG, the team that is one of the fan favorites out there. TG Sinister, TG Octus, and TG Save. They are playing with 3 players. They are contesting ZeusEsport, a team that with which they had a fight previously, as well as they are both in the same group. So ZeusEsport won that one. They won the chicken dinner out of it. And Sebo has been taken down by Kazan and Octus as well. That is looking so bad, as Sinister will be the lone survivor. Can Sinister pull this off? I don't think so. He has enough bullets right now. He does not have the firepower. He does not have a gun or anything. He's moving forward. Abely is right in front of him. That's going to be bad. That is going to be terrible out there. And I think he's a shotgun, if anything, or some other gun out there. But Mini 14 from Abely. Sinister has a shotgun. Exactly. The shotgun can do the damage, but not in front of 4 people when they are moving. It does one. Takes down 1. Takes down 2. Tries to take down the 3rd one as well. A drop shot. 0 bullets. That is going to be the end of Team Gravity in the earliest of the stages. But he did manage to take 1 player down and 1 player to a critical health as well. But that, I think it's going to be a comeback from them soon.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be a comeback, because Team Gravity, they are not going to stop. They are not going to sit quietly from this one. 3 versus 4 situation, 2 players down, 1 versus 4, and you still somehow manage to take the fight in a beautiful manner. And what it takes is just 4 players, like 2 players charging in towards you, wrapping around. So that was a pretty good fight. Could have gone either way, but the numbers advantage just not working out for the side of Team Gravity, and Zeus are going to take the advantage, and the first team is going to take an exit from the game. But now on our screens, it's going to be GoodFellows and L4 on our screens, switching over to Grimmy. So this team as well have put up decent numbers on the board for themselves, but still not good enough to for the fans to think like, okay, this team, they are definitely heading towards the final, or they are going to contest the spot for the World League. But now one of the teams that can actually contest for the World League, it's going to be that was Famous.
Yeah, I mean, Famous is obviously, you know, it's a team that's going to do the best out there, if anything, because they are contesting for the first position right now. And obviously, the World League will be right in front of them if they just, you know, keep on doing the same kind of gameplays for themselves. But the major factor is, all right, this is one team, Andromeda. They have had a decent run overall. They are just trying to, you know, stay in that area if they can. We'll have to see if Andromeda just goes for it. And Zero Death's Captain Blood. I mean, Zero Death has had a decent run, not good with kills as such, but I just wish if they just go for an incredible kill gameplay, they can just contest their location as well, their spot as well. But then they need a miraculous gameplay from their side. We are down in the game 4 minutes. 1 squad has been eliminated, 54 players remaining, and this is Friendly Fire's Ghost on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. They are going on foot from one area to the other. I just hope that they have found their good loot, because we want to see the fight.
Yeah, I hope they are not running towards the water.
Maybe not. But for now, what we would like to see is, so Speds has an AKM, has a barrel. He has an M16 out there. AKM and M16, sorry. That's a good thing. Does not have a vest for now. But soon we'll be finding a vest or something for him. Yeah. And one thing is, the circle is not in their sights. This is one area where the circle is, as the Team Black MGL is out there. And Savage GDZZ takes down Savage Wish with a Molotov. That's not how you should use it. And look at this. Wish is going down. The revival should be coming in or not. What is happening out here?
Wait. Okay, look at the minimap.
All right. No. Wish is actually AFK, if I'm not... correct me if I'm wrong. I think the guy is AFK because he did not have any loot for himself.
Yeah.
They did not want to give anyone the kill or something.
I think so. They want to deny the kill from the enemies, and that can actually be a smart decision. You do not want them to get that one extra point for free for no reason. But the location where Savage landed, Ferry Pier, there was no one there. They could have actually left him and the Blue Zone would have taken him away to the heavens.
They don't want to give the kill to Blue Zone as well. They were like, no.
Oh yeah, Blue Zone is too OP.
Blue Zone sometimes gets too OP with this stuff. And Mysterious on the Georgia Bull area, ladies and gentlemen. So the teams on the left hand side of the Erangel, they have, as you could see on your minimap, they have to travel a lot to get to the right hand side. And the zone is Yasnaya Mansion Prison Lipovka zone. So we'll have to see where the zone actually goes. And Andromeda was on Novorupnoy, so they can just easily get inside the circle as well. And Friendly Fire, this time they are going to be playing really good, I hope so. And they're going to be using US and a buggy just to move. And this was GoodFellows on the screen as well. They were all in the Rozhok area. They'll be having a good loot. And then the movements are going to come. Savage has to move. Friendly Fire has to move. Mysterious has to move as well on your screens. As you can see, Andromeda, they just have to move a little and they will be in the zone for now.
Yeah, and GoodFellows as well have a good location for themselves on towards the Rozhok area. And they are going to be pretty much safe. But they have the Mysterios coming in from there behind. So they need to be careful. Because Mysterios coming in, if you do not manage to catch them off guard, they are going to cause trouble for you, or they can just run away. But now Mysterious moving on towards from the northern part of the island, and that can actually be really smart. You can avoid every single conflict if you go towards the northern island, the island that is host to shooting range and Severny area, and come in towards the circle from the Yasnopoliana bridges. So that, I think, is going to be the safest play to come in towards the circle and make the rotation towards the next zone, which once again is going to be the eastern area of the islands, and the water is involved as well. So that is going to make the circle feel a little bit smaller since it is like 30% water in there.
Alright, K9 just coming into the equation as a K9 and 8X. That is a really good, obviously the best combination that you can get with a bolt action right now. So SKG, Swanky Gaming, they are being spotted out there by ZeusEsport. ZeusEsports are players that have already had 3 kills in their bank by taking down one of the teams that was Team Gravity, one of the strongest teams out here. So ZeusEsports would like to be on a different level right now. So they are just trying to go for the shots and all those scenarios. Meanwhile, in the minimap, if you see the northernmost area, the Stalba Kameshki area, No Mercies out there, and they went for a 2-2 split in Stalba and Kameshki. What if they have gotten their loot, or what if they have not gotten their loot? Are they going to go to the areas? Are they going to go and contest Yasnaya anytime sooner? That's going to be like one of my questions. But out there, Killa from ZeusEsports, he has spotted one player with the Mini 14, but still is not taking any shot right now. He will just like to go back because there was Pain Gaming as well from behind. They want to contest what is in the closer proximity for them, and that was Pain Gaming. But right now, Pain Gaming is going to go to a safer spot. So I think ZeusEsports, they'll be focusing their attention once again to the Swanky Gaming side.
Yeah, they will definitely focus their attention over here, but they have to worry about the blue zone as well. Where is it going to move? The teams are right in the middle, and yes, they are still going to be in the center of the circle as Lipovka and Mansion and Prison are going to be in there, but that can cause some trouble since now the teams are going to start collapsing in towards the center of the circle, and that is going to cause a lot of fight. Swanky Gaming will have an advantage since they have those 3 compounds with them, but on the other side, Zeus, they need to be careful. They are out in the open. They can be backstabbed. Other teams can come in. The AUG in the first airdrop is going to come in with the cheek pad for the snipers, the level 3 armor, helmet, and the backpack. So good stuff if you are looking to renew your armor coming back from the fight. But Leo is not going to fire a single shot on his opponents. Wow.
I mean, technically he did fire a single shot. I mean, that's why it was 19, not 20 bullets. But yeah.
Was that earlier or was that back then?
That was when they were sitting in they were trying to sit in the vehicle.
Yeah.
And that's one shot when he fired. But then see, this is a good strategy by ZeusEsports. They are not engaging in the fights that they know that they can't, produce good results from.
Yeah.
They just engaged in one fight that was with TG. They just wiped out a squad. Out here, it was a fight of 2 ends of shelter. One end inside the house and the other was out there. So they knew that the fights will not do any favor to them. But out here, now they know that there is another fight that they have spotted, and they're going to take the players down heavily with that airdrop. With that airdrop in the mind, he's going to drop some some players out. One player is low on HP right now, as you can see. Ably from Zeus with it 8 times, and they take down Famous out here. I think this is going to be a legendary fight because it's ZeusEsport versus Famous, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have to see can Famous has come out of this. They were going for the airdrop. They might be having an AUG in their hands, but will AUG do the damage? The smoke has been popped up. The smoke is out there. Are they moving in forward or are they not? That is also one of the questions. As you can see, Ably has a vehicle for himself. Ably is moving forward, but I think for now, Famous's Mosquito has been revived, and Famous would like to go back as soon as they can right now.
Yeah, they would like to fall back. They would like to regroup and take on this squad or get out of there with their airdrop advantage coming in for their side. But now, Zeus, are they going to allow this one? Amara with that Scar L, with that 3x pointed towards the player from the side of Famous. The smoke being popped for Marvel to provide some cover. But now, Iniki, he has the backstab on this team, and Famous can be wrapped around. They can be sandwiched by an entire team out in the open. Just that one shed and the airdrop being there for the cover. Is Zeus going to take this fight, or are Famous just going to finish all of them in an instant?
That is one question that just needs an answer out there. I mean, this fight is going to happen right at the dead center of the circle as of now. Not in the center, but kind of at the center of the circle. So we'll have to see what happens. And on the other hand, this is going to be looking really bad as ZeusEsports, they are being contested by GoodFellows out here. And one knock means one finish as well in that instance. GF Dreamy is doing some good stuff out there. We'll have to see. Can they spot the other players? Now ZeusEsports can be in a bit of a trouble as they lost one of their really good fraggers out there. What's going to happen? Ably is going to be using a snipers. What can the snipers produce the results as the ARs were from GoodFellows side? They are dropping some grenades out there, but the grenades were in the wrong direction. Now, ZeusEsports needs to have a B plan. Are they going to rush in or are they going to rush out from this location? That is going to be like one of the things that I would like to see in the fights. What is going to happen as Ably is going to go back right now? I think a retaliation call has arrived, or maybe he's going to go and find a higher location from where he can contest them. But for now, he's going to make a U-turn for some reason. We'll have to see what happens as Ably is going to go for a right-ish flag if that just produces some results out there. You can see Ably out there. He is behind 2 rocks and a ridge behind them, and he's going to use a vehicle. Will this vehicle go to Famous or will it go? No, it's going to go to the middle houses if I'm not wrong, and these houses are going to be good. But I think GoodFellows will be having, yes, they have the location that is where the players are going. Let's see what happens after that.
Yeah, we have to see what happens after that as Zero Death. They are going to be in some trouble as well. But I think this rotation from the size of Zeus can actually put them at a disadvantage because now they are going to be sandwiched by the players from Famous and GoodFellows as well. The advantage that GoodFellows had the other time was the fact that they were not noticed coming in, and they caught that one player from the side of Zeus basically off guard. And as Zeus was distracted, see, this is what I said, Zeus, they need to be careful this time around. On the other side, Famous, they can close in the gap, but now let's focus on this. Swanky Gaming catching the flu of the players from the side of Team Harsh, and the shots just not managing to connect. But Zeus, they are going to focus on so they are trying to fight 3 squads at the same time now, which I think is not advisable, even if you have the cover of the compounds, because you can't focus on all of them at the same time. And even if one squad manages to get into those compounds, you can be wiped out because you are taking fights from the outside and then you have to fight from inside the compounds as well, which is like a really weird situation to put yourself in.
Exactly, that is going to be like one deadly situation to be putting yourself in. And ZeusEsports, see, they have already lost their one player, one of their fraggers that was just doing damage out there. So we'll have to see if they can change their strategies out there. And Black Zeus, look at that jump. That was a really good jump out there. Now they have to get inside the circle. Yasnaya is outside, and Friendly Fire Anubis has gone down. Friendly Fire Ghost has gone down by Pain forward. Is going to go for 1v3. I don't know. Ghost gets finished. Anubis gets finished, and I think Friendly Fire gets eliminated in this one as well in the earlier stages. 3 kills to Pain right now.
Yeah, the early elimination coming in, even if the 3 players were alive and they were trying to put up a fight, but that is not going to work out for them because last time Friendly Fire, they were playing a super passive game. This time it did not work out. 14 minutes in, still had 14 teams alive, and you need to make sure that you are making it to that 21-22 minute mark just to be safe and just to get a lot of points for yourself. But once again, no mercy. So this team as well, they will be looking to establish themselves in the top 8 as well, as today's game are going to be it. once again, first game of the last day of the group stages. Teams, you need to get as many points as you can. Otherwise, the spot in the top 24 is just not going to be yours. GoodFellows, once again, they are covering their backs as well, watching out for the players from the side of Zeus. But you do not want to make the same mistake that Zeus made. You do not want to be so focused on the team in front of you that you forget to look in all the other directions and you are caught off guard. As Al4, he is going to catch, he's going to spot out a car in the distance. But who is that team that is there? On the other side, BlackTeam's Manta, he is going to spot out a player from the side of Andromeda, and the nade being thrown is not going to dish out any damage. But look at this, the airdrop, it is literally right on top of the house that Zeus is hiding in, and it has the AWM. So
I mean, Ably can take AWM instead of Car 90 and can use it. But for now, the thing is that will he or will he not? Because see, they are being contested from all the directions. They were being contested from the directions out there. They are inside the circle right now. The circle has shifted to the land area. Now it has left the waterways. Mysterious has to get inside the circle to 200 meters. So has to Team Black Andromeda as well. Like Mansion, it's not in the proximity of the circle right now. Like it is in the proximity, but of the blue circle, not the white circle. So we'll have to see what happens out there. And TH, Team Harsh, taking up a fight as well for themselves right now. But the thing is, Nasty was just trying to spot the players out there. Could not. Famous is Marvel, just 10 HP surviving out there, trying to pop up a first aid. Has an adequate cover for himself. And Swordco from Mysterious is also going to fight it. But look at the zero that's they take down Sangam. Captain Blood has also been taken down. Preston, you need to have a gun in your hands. Now he has, but it was too late out there. Rabbit the solo survivor. Abrar is one person surviving out there. Rabbit has the maximum health, and so is one more player from Andromeda. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Are the revives kicking in? I think the revives kicking in. Abrar is going to give revive out there, as well as one of the players is out there. Rabbit Head takes down one as well for himself. It is just one player surviving from both the teams. He is shooting, but there's nobody home. But out there comes Abrar, shoots him, left, right, left, takes him down as well. Is gonna end him. BlackTeam MGL just goes down, but it's just one player remaining from the team right now. And that is so far away. Ragnar is on the other direction, on the other end. What's going to happen? Famous just eliminated Team Black right now. And I think Rabbit Head, he can revive Prasann. Till then, Ragnar will have to travel a distance right now.
Yeah, Ragnar, he was split up from his team, and that is going to result in his entire team being taken out. He does not want to take this fight now, because this is going to be a 1 versus 3 situation for them, and that is going to cause so much trouble. But now, on our screens, Famous, one of the favorites in this game as well. The smokes being popped for that cover. And Mysterious, the team that was giving Famous trouble, they are going to be taken down. Ragnar is going to go in on 0 death. Rabbit Head is going to be taken down by him. And Andromeda, just come back in. But can you take the fight from the rest of the players? Because I think the revives did come in. And Savage, they are going to take the damage as the car is going to be blown up and a player is going to be taken down. And now, once again, 0 death, and Andromeda still trading out players, as the player that was knocked out earlier is going to be killed off, and the kill is going to be confirmed just by time itself.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, the clock was ticking on that, and that's one thing that just happened. No Mercies players out there. They started off from the northern side. The stall was split, and after that, they are inside the circle right now. The circle is out there. Team H's, Team Harsh's, Singji has gone down right now. Savage Hunter with 1 player, Andromeda with 1 player, 0 death with 1 player, and after that, Famous is left with 2 players for now. Can these 2 players pull it off? I mean, it has Marvel in its bank. But look at that. Marvel, he has been spotted by No Mercies Unsolved, and Unsolved is looking ready for a fight. I think the call can be given. See, he can give a cover out here, and the other players can move in forward to drop the grenades and drop the bombs, I think. And look at that, Amara and Marvel is low on health right now. AUG, will it help or will it not? The revive and first aids are going to kick in. But look at this, Gazgi, really close, really close. 1 grenade can do the damage. 1 grenade can end it all. He spots him 1, but I think Famous is on a bad situation. He takes down 1, is still on 1 HP somehow, but that is going to be the end of Famous, as well as an AWM from Ably just comes in and ends them out.
Yeah, Ably just ending things out, and it was the squad that sort of cornered Famous that is going to be the result of their demise. And Ably, once again, the AWM doing wonders, is trying to spot out the players from the side of Pain Gaming. Is he going to be able to do that? GoodFellows, far away in the distance. Ably, you have limited shots in this gun. You need to make every single one count. You can't start spamming, buddy. He was spamming shots on the edge, just hoping to catch someone off guard. Yeah, you can use the DP to spam, but look at this. Swanky Gaming just charges in on the players from the side of Zeus. He needs to get out of there, because if he gets spotted, they will just wipe him out in an instant.
Yeah, they will, and I think they have spotted him. As you can see, Inky is just trying to go with the AKM spray right now, not connecting that much, but still did the 40 HP damage out there. And Team XTRING has gone down by Savage's players, SYG's players. And look at this, Zwatnik still out there, still just sitting out there, and he can take the players down. But on the other hand, Pain Gaming was looking really good, but one player goes down in the cover fires, and GoodFellows can be in a bit of trouble. Zeus gets eliminated out there, and on X you can see he has 28 bullets, would like to reload the gun and would like to go for it. AWM goes in, but still does not do much of a damage out there. Would like to scope in once again, and you can see the players out there, and the one goes down. That was a really good quick scope out there. The second one, will it go for it? Will he go for another one? He is trying to go for it. GoodFellows gets eliminated out there as GF just goes out, and Swanky Gaming's players just sitting out there. Team Harsh also gets eliminated. 6 teams remaining, ladies and gentlemen. 18 players surviving. Andromeda still with a single player. Pain Gaming with 2. Rest assured, each and everyone has 3 or 4 players from themselves. ZeusEsport is surviving with 3 players. As you can see, Abel's AWM just coming into the equation. I mean, he has used some bullets but wasted most of them right now. But he will have to make a single bullet, even a single bullet count. And no mercies, Gansky. He is using a Bison for now, which is quite weird and quite unusual at the end stages, and he's being suppressed from the other side. 1 HP remaining, but then they also go down with a mini 14 from Killa from ZeusEsport, and No Mercy skill has been taken down. So many players are going down, and the players that are inside the house, I think they'll have to move in as a circle is charging, and it's a centralized circle right now. Now ZeusEsport might be in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, Zeus is definitely going to be in trouble, as they will be forced out of their location. They will have to get out of the safe zone and move in towards the circle to take this fight out in the open. But once again, the prison area, an interesting place, as teams are going to have to take control of that mountain that's there to get the raise advantage for themselves. Pain Glack, he is on top, but No Mercy, they are going to have to be careful, as they have the team of Swanky Gaming right in front of them, and there is SYG present there as well. So this rotation in front of them, it's going to be the hardest one. On the other side, Pain can actually facilitate their rotation, and Zeus as well, if they take out the players from the side of Swanky Gaming and get the kills from the side of No Mercy for themselves. The Shred 2K is going to be taken down by the blue zone, but Key from the side of Swanky Gaming is going to be deleted by the players from the side of Zeus. And now Zeus, they charge in towards that one hut, the wooden hut in there, and now they will look to contest the team of Swanky Gaming, a team that's right on the edge of the circle. But Pain, they catch out the players from the side of SYG off guard. One Virus being knocked down. Can you get more knocks for yourself? Another one being taken down by Glack, Viper, and Virus. The Wheeze are going to be finished in an instant, and Virus is also going to be taken down.
Incredible out there, and Kill, look at him, 1 HP still surviving, now goes down as Swanky Gaming just takes the fight in their hands, and No Mercy gets eliminated. But Pain Gaming, okay, Swanky Gaming's Leo is on a rampage with both the things, like he has kills, he has grenades for himself. 5 teams remaining, 11 players surviving. Andromeda still with 1 player. Where is that guy? Like, no one has spotted him yet. Where is that guy out there? And look at it, Myth on 1 HP, not anymore. SYG eliminated out there. 4 teams remaining. Pain Gaming with 2. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4 for Andromeda, Pain Gaming, Swanky, and ZeusEsport. 3 for ZeusEsports as well. 9 players are remaining out there. We'll have to see what happens, as Pain Gaming is on a rampage with 13 kills for themselves. Can they increase the number anymore? Can they, or can they not just go for all the YOLO strats? And ZeusEsports is one team that is between them and the chicken dinner right now. 6 kills for this team. They would like to initiate this number and would like to take this number at a higher number out there. Inky has a level 3 helmet invest, which is not at all damaged, you can see, and AUG in the 5th airdrop alongside an extended quick draw, but teams are not going to be focusing on that. I mean, one team can, and that is going to be Pain Gaming, as it is right in their proximity. And look at that, Pain Gaming's player just goes down. GN has gone down right now, and ZeusEsports, they are trying to see the information they can have it, and the circle is going to touch them as of now. And when the circle touches C, there is just one team, and that is ZeusEsports, that has the full hold of circle out there. That's an interesting strat. Like, each and every team has to come to their side, so each and every team will be in the open. Zeus can have this game for themselves, and there is Andromeda's player.
Yeah, Ragnar is there hiding out behind the rock. But look at this. Swanky Gaming are contesting the players from the side of Zeus, and the nades are actually going to dish out a lot of damage because the players are quite close together to each other. Leo, he is charging up forward, but is he going to go for a gunfight? Is it going to be a firefight, or are the throwables going to come into play? I think since they're hiding in that wooden hut, one good Molotov can change the entire situation, force the players out in the open, and then the fight can happen. But Ragnar is going to be caught out by Payne Glack, and the shots from the M16, they are just not going to connect. But now the information has been given away as to where the players from the side of Payne are. That is not going to matter as Swanky Gaming is going to start losing players, but ably from the side of Zeus is going to come to the aid, and Glack is going to be taken down. That's going to be mean. Payne Gaming take the exit with 14 kills for themselves, down to the top 3 players. Andromeda with just 1, Swanky with 2 players, and Zeus is going to be there with 3 players left. Who is going to get the chicken in this one? Is Ragnar going to be able to clutch this one out for his team, as his armor has been shot out? It's quite low. He has the heals, he has the gun, but does he have the utility to clutch this one?
This guy has taken a team from 11th position to 3rd right now. How far can he go? The team has 4 kills overall. I mean, the team can still go down if they don't have the enough kill count out there, as there are other teams. Swanky Gaming is out there, ZeusEsport is out there, and Andromeda's players just moving in forward. But as of now, I think the fights will be concentrated between Zeus and Swanky, as the smoke just gives the location out there. You can have one grenade out in that smoke, and that's going to end 2 players if ZeusEsport goes for it. The circle was on them, but now the circle is going to shift. Where will the circle go? How will the shift end? In which direction is the players going to head? That will be one of the questions, as the circle is going to end up in less than 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is the circle for you. The final circle out there once again on ZeusEsport. That means they have a full chance to contest all the 3 alive players, 2 from Swanky Gaming side and 1 from Andromeda side. Are they going to take the fight, or are the players just going to lose it? Where the play zone, or can the players pull off a miracle out there? Ragnar does need it for himself, for his team. So does Swanky Gaming. What's going to happen? One player is going to do heal battle. That I'm for sure of. As you can see, one player is going to go out there. Gumagaya is moving in forward. Does not have any heals now. He's going to pull off a 1v3, or maybe a miracle out there, while the other player is going to sit there, relax, and put off some heals for himself, and then going to go for the heal battle. Will the heal battle be productive out there? 6 more seconds. After that, it's going to be the final circle, the heal battle zone. And can they go for the heal battle zone? Because after this, the circle is going to be shifting to their side. And yes, the circle shift has started. The circle shift is real. ZeusEsport are inside the zone. They don't have to worry about anything, and the circle is crossing the road. So that means if Ragnar just goes to the road, he will be spotted from all the directions. Will his game end right now? Does he know? Does this snake know how to bite? He has the bullet, he has the utilities, but does he have the firepower? I think he has it. He was trying to go for the fires out there. He was going to go for the fights, and the grenades are popping in, and he spots one. He drops one, but gets shot in from the other direction. That was a bad help out there. Ghost, the guy who was supposed to do the heal battle, is so low on HP right now because he missed everything. That was a strategy given, and Ghost goes down. No one for the heal battle, and the other one, because he did not have the heals, is going to go out by the play zone. In an interesting turn of events out there.
Yeah, that was weird decision making. Like, if you are the one with the heals and you know you are the one who's going to stay behind right on the edge of the blue zone, why did you stop to shoot the other man? You could have told your teammate to go for the shots.
Yeah, you should have just stayed there, or maybe just try to go out for the circle. You should have prioritized the circle while your player was going for it, and that could have been.
That would have changed things around instantly, because Umagia knew he was going for the suicide play. His intentions were to take out as many from the side of Zeus before he died, and spotted the information for his teammate to take the rest of them out.
Yeah.
But when Ghost stayed back to kill off Ragnar, that sort of delayed him, and it took the damage from the blue zone, resulting in him dying. He should not have stopped, should have kept moving, told his teammate, like, this is where the guy is, just shoot and he's going to be dead.
Yeah, exactly. That was the thing that just happened out there. But other than that, apart from those things, like Pain Gaming on an upset, like they were doing really good, had 13 kills for themselves, but then they got eliminated on the 4th. I want to see where it puts them and where it puts Andromeda, like ups and downs. But then let's have a look at the MVP from this particular game. It's going to be one from the ZeusEsport, I think. And yes, 3 kills, 489 damage for Killer, 26 minutes and 44 seconds of the survival time, and 5.34 kilometers of distance covered, which seems like a really good number out there. I mean, the team was perfectly balanced. Each and everyone had 2 kills, and then this guy having 3 kills. So that's like a good, decent 9-kill gameplay coming out from them.
Yeah, definitely. That is a decent gameplay coming out from these guys. And I think they are definitely going to have a boost that they wanted. Because before the games yesterday, they were in the top 8. But since they were not playing, they were pushed out. They want to take that status back. And I think ZeusEsports, they are pretty much secure, as we talked about earlier. They are pretty much secure in the top 24. So their performance is just going to be to set up a good momentum going into the semifinals, because that is one thing you need to do as well.
Yeah.
If you are going to go to the semifinals with just barely qualifying, where is the confidence going to be in your team? Where is the fans' confidence going to rely?
Exactly.
But with that, let's have a look at the top 5 players from this game and see how the other players were doing. As Pain Gaming's Glack is going to be there, 8 kills, 827 damage. Killer from Zeus is going to be on the second, 3 kills, 498 damage. SKG Swanky Gaming's Leos is going to be there on the third with 3 kills, 371 damage. Pain Gaming's GNBGN is going to be on the fourth with 2 kills, 761 damage. And Ably from Zeus had the AWM in his hands on the 5th position, 2 kills, 531 damage. So okay, Ably, I think that was also another interesting, like spamming AWM shots.
Yeah, I mean, that was one thing. I mean, he was hoping to hit someone. Like, that was like a try-hard moment for him. Like, he was just trying to hit someone. If it connects, it's a good thing. It will give me content. If it does not, then that would have been something. But then let's see where the Pain Gaming is after the 13-kill gameplay, and let's see where the other teams are. As you can see, ZeusEsports obviously going to be out there, and in a surprising turn of events, 14 kills for the team, and that just drops Pain Gaming to the 2nd position. Swanky Gaming on the 3rd, Andromeda drops. Alright, so 2nd and 4th are the ones that have just swapped places out in this one. And No Mercy's out there on the 5th, SYG on the 6th, GoodFellows on the 7th, and Zero Death on the 8th. So this is one thing. Famous is not in the top 8 right now.
Yeah, Famous is not there, and Gravity is also not going to be inside this one, because they were the first ones eliminated. And look at this, 2 of the best teams, 2 of the best performing teams, in fact. Famous on the 9th, 5 points. Team Harsh on the 10th. Savage Hunter 11th. BlackTeam MGL on the 12th. And Mysterious Friendly Fire Team Gravity on the 13th, 14th, and 15th position, respectively, with just 1 point each. And Team Gravity, I think that was one of the upsetting moments of this game as well. Just that early exit. Like, you do not expect this team to be the first one to go out. But this is what we were talking about earlier. If you get contested, no matter who you are, if the randomness, if the RNG gods do not favor you and you do not find guns for yourself, you are going to be killed off.
Yeah, you are going to be killed off, and that's like one of the things. But then let's have a look at the overall standings as well. Like, where does it put some of the teams? Like, you see, Famous is still going to be out there. There was no subtractions that could have been done from their side. But ZeusEsports in a surprising turn of events. NoChance is out there. Imperial is out there. Famous, Watch My Gameplay, and Zeus has climbed up. 1 climb means Exodus goes down by 1 point. Team Gravity had a bad game. They go down by 1 point. MT is out there going on the 8th position. Talking about 9 to 16, the teams that have had their games or that are trying to climb up, you can see Pain Gaming with their 14-kill gameplay this time. They are going to climb up a bit. WMGxCloud, they've had their games. Dream Team has had their games. 4 Angry, Good Boys, LordNepal, No Mercy has climbed a bit, and Wolf Squad, the team that has had its games as well, is out there on the 16th position. Talking about the teams that need to make it, this is going to be the table that is going to decide everything. As you can see, NoChance is out there, Vengeance is out there, Andromeda is slowly and steadily climbing up. Good thing for them. Savage Hunter is going down right now, but still they have the games to cope up with. Swanky is out there on 21st, Mysterious 22nd, Rogue Nation on 23rd, and GoodFellows on 24th. These are kind of the safer spots, but after this, there is still one tally, as you would like to call it, the danger zone, the danger zone out there. SYG trying to climb up. Let's see where they go. Zero Death trying to climb up. Let's see where they go. BlackTeam is out there. WayToConq, they have had their games. That is one thing. Team Harsh, Khas and Friendly Fire on the 31st position as of now.
Yeah, Harsh needs to get 3 chicken dinners, as we were talking about. Harsh, Khas, and Friendly Fire. And anything sort of a chicken dinner with like 10 kills every single game, they are gonna be in so much trouble because they need to make sure that they are in there quite deep so that going into the semi-finals as well, they have a good momentum for themselves. But for Friendly Fire, I think 2 chicken dinners for all these teams. 2 chicken dinners, 10 kills each. That should actually do the trick. But will they do that? Will they actually succeed? We will find out in the next game. The next one is going to be on Shanok. So we'll be right back after a short break. You guys just stay tuned and keep watching. Hello everyone, and once again welcome back to PMCO 2020 Spring Split Wildcard Region Group Stages Day number 6. Game number 2 is about to start, which is going to be played on Shanok. My name is Varun Super Johnny John, being joined on the desk by Ocean Sharma.
Yeah, and so first match was like ups and downs of all the sorts, like Team Gravity getting eliminated early, Famous on the 11th, and Pain Gaming, the team that had the maximum kills. They were, trying to climb up, but then got shot down at the 4th. They came at 2nd though.
Yeah.
So that is just one of the things. But then for now, I would like to see what happens in this game of Shanok, because see, the first match was like it was everyone knew each other's gameplay, but still it was like targeting the teams that were doing good. Like ZeusEsport just landing at the location and just eliminating 3 players in an instance for Team Gravity. The players like Sinister managed to take one down with a shotgun. Had he had an AR, it might have been a different story or something. So that would have been like one of the things. But then for now, all we can do is just wait for either Team Gravity to jump up once again, or maybe Famous to jump up. Let's just see what happens in their games.
Yeah, and Zeus, I mean, that performance was incredible. First taking on Team Gravity and then going for Famous. So not targeting, but coming across 2 of the best teams in the tournament in the region and taking them head on, putting them in the position that they were wiped out. I mean, they were the reason. Zeus was the reason that Team Gravity was wiped out, and then they sort of stood up and took on Famous as well. And they got lucky as well that the circle was sticking quite close to the prison area.
Yeah.
So that was one of the factors for Zeus's performance in that game. But in Shanok, once again, a fresh start. It's going to be a new game, a new map coming in. So you can expect comebacks. Or once again, is it going to be the teams in the lower standings that are going to have those points, those chicken dinners for themselves, and are going to be climbing up and contesting these top teams?
I mean, if you look at it, Zeus had the first kill and the last kill of the game. But then a new map means a new story, a different trajectory, a different area, a different place to land, different guns that you're going to get. The randomness that just kicks in from the first to the final area. So I would like to see where and what happens. Okay, so what are your expectations from this match? Which team do you think is going to come in?
I think I would definitely want Famous to get the record of 5 chicken dinners this time around. So, and even their last performance, it was just being stuck out in the open and making the bad move of going towards the airdrop without checking the locations around them. So a slight misplay, but still they were doing pretty good. On the other side, I think Team Gravity is going to step it up big this time as well.
Probably. I think my thing will be that Team Gravity maybe just steps up, because both the teams have their fans, both the teams, their players know their game. So let's just see where the story unfolds, as we are gonna be in the map of Shanok, you guys, and Undak is going really fast as compared to the plane out there. But then Team Harsh is dropping in first. You can see from Camp Bravo, the plane path goes to Sami, so Query, Boot Camp, Painan, Cape, Camp Charlie, Ruins, Paradise, all those areas are available. Camp Pong, Docks on the other side if you want to go. But then Camp Alpha Island, if anyone wants to go there, will someone go there? That's my question.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be a question, since most people usually just go to Hathin. Camp Alpha Island has been abandoned a lot, and this time even the trajectory is not anywhere close to that. But this is the map of Shanok. It is really small, so even the longer landing spots are going to be available as well. And I think Zeus, they are going to be heading to that Camp Alpha Island for themselves. Savage is going to go take control of the Hathin area, and Team Black and Friendly Fire, they have landed towards Nakam. So that is going to be an early engagement coming in from their side. And the circle, once again, has been centered around the Painan area. So interesting situation, as 2 teams have landed in that city, in that compounds over there. And Zeus, okay, they have taken early control of the boot camp, but that is going to be a story for another time, as No Mercy is going up against Andromeda, who have already lost one of the players, getting caught out of position. And they will be looking to retaliate, as No Mercy are going to start lighting up that kill feed. Tamim, he has the M16 in his hands, but can he make this work? And early game weapons, are they gonna work? Charms for Andromeda, or is this 3 versus 4 situation gonna lead to their demise this time around?
We'll have to see what happens, as Andromeda, you can see like they are looking really good for the fights out there. What is gonna happen out in all these fights is gonna be one of the things, as No Mercy is the thing is that No Mercy is gonna go out there, gonna take the fight, gonna take all the scenarios in their hands. But for now, just for now, the major factor is that, I mean, they have had one fight, they have taken one person down, but will it or will it not be good for them is going to be like one of my things. And as still you can see AM Tamim, Andromeda's Tamim just out there sitting and does not have a helmet or a vest. That can change everything. He has an M16, and on the other hand, Gangski, he has level 1 helmet, level 1 vest, was trying to take the players down and was almost taking one player down as Big Gun just went in with a Victor, and he also got shot at from the other side. Unsolved is low on HP. Gangski takes one down for him. It's just gonna land Andromeda in a bad situation as there are 2 players left for Andromeda. Will Andromeda be the first team to get eliminated? I think that it might be the scenario as Vikendi was moving forward. He has been taken down as well. Now just 1 player remaining from Andromeda. What is going to happen? Kill is moving forward. M16 in his hands. Takes one down. No, does not. And he will be finished in a hint of seconds out there. Shred is moving with his M16 right now. No mercy. Kill has been taken down out there as Tamim, the lone survivor, trying to pull off a 1v3 if he can. Has a UMP as well. Now he has an auto gun for himself. Look at him just moving in out there, trying to spot the players. No helmet, no vest. Still wants to pull off a miracle if he can. If he just goes for it, it's gonna be a big one. But I think so for now. He's just trying to sit there, take the TPPs, the scenarios for what he can see out there, and he can go for, like, 1 player charged at him, he just took him down and did not waste any bullet to just finish him out there, just finish him at the very instant. So it's just gonna make them angry. On the other hand, Friendly Fire has also been stuck in a fight as Black, they just took the fight, and Famous is looking for a good fight out here with Pain Gaming. Like, these two big names, like Pain Gaming had a really good previous game. Let's see where they come up in this one.
Yeah, this is going to be a long-range battle between these 2 teams, apart from the 2 players that are right next to each other. But now, Andromeda, oh, look at this, Tamim, they just passed by him, the players from the side of No Mercy. I think they expected him to keep on running, but Tamim, he's still hiding in that one shack of his, and now No Mercy, they are going to go look for him. So Tamim, if he is not moving, if he is careful, if he can heal up to 100%, he can take this fight. But Friendly Fire, they are going to be in trouble, as once again, Anubis is going to be the only man left standing. The other 2 players, they have been taken out and wiped out by the players from the side of Black, getting early 2 free kills for themselves. But Amara with that M4 and that hollow sight just working wonders and managing to land the shots on the players from the side of Pain. But GNBGN, he's going to corner one of the players from the side of Famous instead, and that is just going to put Song in so much trouble. Marva coming in from the other side. Is he going to be able to take this fight? Has an Uzi in hand, which is going to be a good weapon for those early game engagements, close range battles, but does not have a helmet, only has an armor on him.
Yeah, does just have an armor on him. On the other side, VSS coming in from the other players in GNBG, and he knows that there's 1 player who stalks us out there, but he does not know Marvel. But if Marvel charges in, there will be players from the upper edge that are gonna take fight. Now Marvel has spotted the player. I think he knows the information. He knows that there is a player out there. He's just not giving any of his information for now, but still trying to take the TPP. I think he has almost found out the player. It's just a matter of time when, you know, either of this just engage in a fight, and that fight is gonna take either of them down. Amara is, on the other hand, on a different location right now, going for a flank from the team, but then Pain's players can just spot him. And this fight, this cold battle out here, both the players have an Uzi, both the players have that destructive close range gun, and both the players now they know that there's a player right in front of them. A smoke being popped at, but they thought it was grenade. The grenade moving in forward and will be taken down. Interesting gameplay coming in, and Pain, they are with 2 players right now, as one of them is bleeding out. He will be finished if not given proper respect in time. So that just leaves Pain with 2 players surviving out there. What is going to happen in this fight is one of the questions out there.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be a question, as Famous, 1 player being taken down. And 1 player from the side of Pain has been knocked out as well. GNBGN, he's going to be finished off. But on the other side, the nade being cooked from Forbid. Is it going to cause trouble for the side of Famous? The 3 players regrouping. It is going to be a downward slope, so you need to be careful as to watch out the landing point of the nade and not to run towards it. But talking about running toward things, one thing you need to get for yourself, it's going to be the AWM with the 8X and the ghillie suit, the level 3 armor and the level 3 helmet. All the good things. I think this is going to be the perfect loadout.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see where is Abely from ZeusEsport, because when it's the AWM, when it's the bold action, he just goes for it and he just takes them down. He just he just likes to pop their heads out of there. And we saw some good quick scopes. Some shots were missed, but then there were some quick scopes as well. And SYG on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, trying to take the fight with Team Harsh. Team Harsh needs to step up big time. They need to make up their name in the top names out there, in the top 24, if they can go for it. We'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see how they go for it. But for now, they are still just trying to stay out in this area, in this fight, as well as the fights are gonna be happening. The fights are started, and Virus goes down. In the previous game, like you said, 2 Vs from SYG that were taking damage. Viper is still surviving. Virus has been taken out of the equation, and Team Ash, you can say Team Ash Nasty, Team Ash Catboy, still trying to spot the players. Viper is literally becoming a Viper in the Sandhawk. Can he just take the players down? That Snake just slithering out there. What's gonna happen? Myth behind him. Myth can give an adequate cover to him from the previous side, but then he has an Uzi, he has an M16. Can Uzi digital damage? Can Uzi do the stuff out there? Catboy with that M4, level 3 helmet and level 3 vest. He has really good loot for himself. Has a 6 times for the M4. Incredible sprays can just come into the equation right now, but still, for now, Team Harsh is just looking really good. I mean, they have all the 4 players surviving. So, but look at this thing. Catboy is at one area, Nasty's at the other area, Singji is on the third area. They should be playing together. Otherwise, if one of the players goes down, I don't think so that the chance of revival will be. But the Singji takes down Carnage as well, leaving SYG to just 2 players, Myth and Viper. What will be their strat after this is going to be one of my questions. Sinister goes down as Undak from ZeusEsports starts using an M24. Beautiful headshot, probably.
Yeah, that has to be a good one. But now, Singji, he's going to look to take out one of the players that is right next to him. And SYG, once again, becoming the Viper, becoming one with the nature of Sandhawk, is going to look to catch some of the players from the side of Team Harsh off guard. Has an Uzi, so needs to get up close and personal to make that weapon to good use. And the Uzi is pretty deadly. On the other side, Carnage, he's going to be finished off. The bait has been laid out. But talking about things, Killer from Zeus has a DMR with him, has spotted out players from the side of Fiji again. And is this once again gonna be it? Is this gonna be deja vu? Will history repeat itself, and will TG fall down in front of Zeus for one more time? I think that has to be the question for now. But on the other side, Catboy, they are fighting in the blue zone. So Team Harsh, they need to get out of here and make their way in towards the zone, which is like 300 meters away from them. But GoodFellows is right next to them as well. So they can actually cut and disrupt the next rotation. But I think that's going to be in trouble, as Onyx, he's going to drop down just by the damage from the blue zone. And this is what I was saying about, even if the damage is not that much, chip damage still counts. And it's just one guy sitting with 25 bandages on him.
Yeah, I mean, see, I mean, first aids are good, but for now, the bandages can survive, can help them save the day, because it's just a second circle. Not much of a damage is going to be out there, but the thing is, for how long is that the thing gonna happen out there? And look at this, Savage taking the AWM for a change. The same airdrop had the AWM and obviously the level 3 stuff also out there. And the Savage is gonna have that the gun, the responsibility in his hands right now. And Team Harsh, so they have to get inside the zone as well. They are 600 meters inside the zone. So a thing, if you put a gun behind you, it takes you 16 seconds to travel a distance of 100 meters. 17 if you have a gun in your hand, and we'll talk about that later. But then Savage uses 7 MUR, takes down 2 for 7 Rabbit Head out there. So that is going to be really bad for Zero Death, as one of the players has been taken down. So talking about the things that we were talking earlier, to get into the zone, they will have to go for the fights, and the fights, they will have to go for the circle rotations, and they will have to see how that happens. But on the other hand, Pain versus Famous is happening. Andromeda gets eliminated early this time. And if I'm not wrong, I saw, yes, ZeusEsports versus TG once again. Team Gravity is being contested once again. Abely takes down 2 players right now. 2 players have been taken on. Sebo has had a revive right now, but then one more player needs a revive. I think that's Hagaisu needs a revive. Octus Would like to give the revive, but Ably is moving in forward. Sinister is on the other side. Can Sinister just spot the players? Octus is giving the revive right now. Will Team Gravity fall short as a Molotov just comes in? Molotov has been dropped out there, and the grenade, the grenade takes him down. Incredible grenade takes down Octus. Sibo is left out there. One more grenade, two more grenades are coming in. Just dropping their HP slowly and steadily, and another throwable just gonna kick in right now in this house, and the grenade finishes. Hakaisu. Sabo is still out there. Sinister and Sabo, two players surviving. Kazan has been spotted. Kazan has been shot at out there. Sinister is taking the fights with themselves. Octus is out there, but look at the Sabo with that vector. Can he deal the damage? 20 bullets. 20 bullets. No time to reload right now. He knows there's a player that is coming right next to him. Takes on Sabo. Sinister will be the last man surviving. Team Gravity gets eliminated on 13 this time. Once again, Zeus versus Gravity, and the score is 2-0 for Zeus right now.
This is the second time this is happening. It's the same team, it's the same players, but an early exit is going to favor the team that's looking to perform. It's going to favor the team that's looking to prove a point that they also can be the strongest, and they are definitely proving it really well this time as well. Just losing one player, Ably was taken down, and that's the only thing that's different from the last time, because last time all of the players turned out to be alive from the side of Team Zeus, and they actually destroyed Team Gravity the last time just because it was way too early for them to fight. This time, Team Gravity, they had the opportunity to get the loots. They had the compounds as well. But that did not seem to matter, as Zeus is always going to stand out on top. I mean, they are named after the king of the gods in the Greek mythology.
Yeah, and they are truly showing the king gameplay out there, and they are turning out to be the gods as the first game was theirs. Can they, just turn everything around in the second game as well, because they are looking really dedicated and focused for that. Pain Gaming, on the other hand, you can see Forbid and Marga just going out there, just trying to go out there, and look at this, Onyx really close to one of the teams, and I think that was Team Harsh, if I'm not wrong, and yes, Nasty has spotted Onyx, Nasty has spotted Grimmy as well. A grenade is being popped up, grenade is being cooked at, the grenade will be thrown right now. It can do the damage, does the damage, does a lot of damage, and one player just walking out in the open, and he will be taken down. The kill will be theirs, and Onyx is surviving. Still outside the circle, is going for a grenade on his own. Nasty was so close to the grenade, but a rock just saved them. Famous as Susok goes down as Pain Gaming takes up a fight against Famous in a turn of events. One more grenade by Nasty. This time it can do the damage. If it does, it goes for the right direction, and Grimmy just goes down by Singji. Singji has finished Grimmy out there, and Onyx still trying to spot him, still trying to spot his opponent. Nasty is moving in forward from the right, from the left, from the right, from the left, takes down Onyx. Incredible. But one player right now, Singji needs a boost in the health. If they can get it, that is going to be a good thing. But then look at this, Botning from the other side from GoodFellows is just trying to spot the players and take them out as well.
Yeah, but now Pain Gaming, is the player gonna get the revive, or are Famous gonna step in this game again? Oh, the smoke is not gonna matter when it's a Mara in front of you. Because as we have seen, 1 versus 3, no situation. One man is knocked down. That's just a free kill basically for that person. And now Marvel, I think he is going to be cornered, as the player from the side of Pain has good cover to take that fight. But Marvel, if his teammates actually come in to protect him, then it can actually go any way. On the other side, Forbid actually pops a smoke, gets in a buggy, and is just gonna run out of there. That is actually a smart decision, and Forbid is looking to take cover in that shed. Oh no, he used it as a wraparound, and is gonna go in towards the circle, and is gonna look to head in a safer location for himself. Right now, Famous, they are gonna be out of the circle, and they will have to make their way towards Painan, which I think is going to be pretty risky, because it is a big compound, it is a big city of Painan, and there are a lot of huts as well. You expect people to be there, and if someone is actually already camping, then it makes it hard to cross on the other side, which you have to do, because the majority of the circle is on the other side, and the next zone is probably going to be there.
Yeah, it has to be there. It has to just, stay out in their area out there, if anything. But then we'll have to see what happens. You'll see one thing, Mysterious is just out there and Killa from ZeusEsport is also on the upper edge, upper corner. And the circle is kind of Pine and Ruinish circle. It can go to the central area of both the zones, both the places right now. But then ZeusEsport, they were trying to take a fight with Mysterious right now, as they are right at the top of them. Undak is just moving forward from house to house, just trying to spot his loot or something if he goes for it. And Team Harsh is in a bit of trouble. Nasty moving in forward. Nasty 1 HP takes down Pain Gaming in a surprising turn of events. Pain Gaming gets eliminated on the 12th this time, and Kaizen from ZeusEsports, I mean, this team is unstoppable. Has 4 kills, make it 5. Yes, they can. They spotted 1. The spray is continuous right now. I think enemies ahead will be given as the players will be getting a revive right now. Gangsy is gonna go and just sit around there for the cover fires if that comes into the equation. But no mercy, they can be in a bit of trouble after this.
Yeah, they are definitely going to be in trouble, as Kaizen, he is going to be exposed from the other side, but his teammates, they will be looking to provide the cover as Killer was about to be killed. Unsolved, he went for the peak, but Kaizen from the low ground is just going to finish off the guy before his teammate was killed off, basically. That was best timing ever. That has to be one of the best timing ever moments.
Yeah, I mean,
his crosshair was there.
Exactly, but look at the circle. The circle is supposed to shift right now, and the circle goes to Painan in a really interesting turn of events. The circle is gone to a place where there is no one. Savage Hunter is outside the circle. They make their way inside the circle. Zero Death is still outside the circle right now. The squad with 3 players, they are going to be getting damaged by the circle for now. But see, alright, so here's the thing. 4 teams got eliminated. Friendly Fire is still surviving with 1 player. GoodFellows with 2 players. Famous with 2 players. ZeusEsports, 1 player is down right now. Needs a revive. Otherwise, ZeusEsports is good with 2 players as of now. Mysterious with 3. Zero Death with 3. Savage Hunters with 3. No Mercy with 3. Swanky with 4, Black Team and Harsh as well with 4. And Team Harsh is looking really good because the team has 6 kills. No Mercy, no doubt, also has 6 kills, but the player's advantage is with Team Harsh right now. Can they just change everything for themselves in the game? Savage DDZZ has an AWM, was trying to scope in and shoot some players, but as of now, I think they're just leaving everything for themselves. On the other hand, Famous is Marvel has taken down 1 player. Mara just finishing what he has started, takes down another one from Swanky Gaming. That is looking really good for the team, and bad for Swanky Gaming out there. We'll have to see what happens as the Swanky Gaming's players. He is surviving, and 1 more player surviving, but the grenades are moving in. Famous is showing the game that they are known for. 2 amazing players is out there. Molotovs, throwables, grenades, everything is going to be coming in. Marvel and Mara, 2 players. 1 player who has the capability of 1v3. 1 player who has the capability of an incredible M249. Can they just go for a Zero Death? Still outside the circle taking the fight. 2 players have gone down by the circle. 1 person still remaining. No mercy with 1 person gone down. 2 players still remaining out there. Which team is gonna come in out at the top is a big question. Unsolved goes down as Kaizen also joins the party out there. No Mercy is with just 1 player. Shred also goes down, and No Mercy will be eliminated out here, as if it's ZeusEsports, they just take each and every fight. Mysterious on the other hand, 1 HP, not anymore. Savage just takes the fight and just takes him out as well. Now revives are gonna come in really soon for Savage.
Yeah, Zeus, they were in a bad situation, but still somehow managed to take the fight and take control of the situation. But Savage, with that nade, is going to continue to drop players. Now, Doze popping off that smoke is going to protect his teammate from the other player of Mysterio, Shadow. That's on the high ground. But they need to be careful, as Zero Death is coming in from the other direction as well. And Famous Amara is going to go on Swanky Gaming, as Leo is going to be taken down. So Swanky Gaming, they are going to be in disadvantage. And as I was saying about the players from the side of Zero Death, they are closing in on this location. Shadow is going to be killed off. Now, Savage is going to be the team in the target, and Wish is going to be left to die as the blue zone is going to finish him off at any instant. Doze takes a lot of damage, is going to be finished off, and is going to be taken care of. But Wish, he is still standing. Can he survive this one? Famous Amara in a really bad situation. The player from the side of Swanky Gaming in the hard across. They need to come for cover. Marvel is the only teammate left who can help him out, but he is on the sidelines right now and is going to have to look for for a better position to go in on this fight. Ghost, he has healed up and he is cooking up the nade. If this one lands perfectly through the window, this can take out Amara, but I don't think so. Ghost, even he is deciding against this one. That's going to be a weird shot. As soon as you peek, Amara is going to be there, and the other player, Marvel, was going to take his shots as well. And Wish from the side of Savage, he is going to be taken down. That's just going to leave one player left standing.
Yeah, and look at this. Marvel's grenade comes in and takes Ghost out there. Now this one thing, look at this. Marvel moving in forward as an Uzi, and just one player, Savage Key, just surviving out there alongside with another one. The players will be dropped down slowly and steadily. It's just one player remaining. Key with his AK moving in backwards right now. His vest is totally completely broken. That to level 1. Famous wants this fight. Look at them jiggling out there, moving in from either of the directions, and the crowd shot comes in. Easy wipe out there, and I think Swanky Gaming has been eliminated out there. And Team Black is inside the circle. Team Harsh is at the edge of the circle, and Anubis, one solo survivor from Friendly Fire, still surviving for his team. This guy is doing wonders for the team, but on his left, exactly on his left, there is his opponent out there, just really close. Savage is so close to him, he still not spot him. How can he just go for it? And Team Harsh's Catboy, you can see Team Harsh still trying to spot the players out there from Famous. Famous is good with 2 players. I mean, the 2 players are still doing the catastrophic damage.
Yeah, the 2 players actually managed to somehow take out an entire squad by themselves, and that is just incredible. So Famous, once again, proving the kind of caliber, the kind of performances the individual players can bring. And even after losing 2 guys, these guys are still not scared. Anubis from Friendly Fire is going to be taken down on the 7th position, and Friendly Fire, they are stepping up little by little, but once again, this was a really passive game for them, and they finished with 0 kills. And as I say that, GoodFellows are also going to exit this one. So down to the top 5 teams, it's going to be BlackTeam MGL, it's going to be Famous, Team Harsh also present, and Zeus is definitely going to be there as Team Harsh and Zeus go head to head. Undaka, he's going to catch one off guard. The drop has come in. Gara going for the prone. Have they spotted him out? I think he is still careful. The smoke is there for the cover, and Gara, he is quite low. You need to use your bandages and those first aids, as Undaka is going to be dropped by a nade coming in from the side of Catboy. This could be good for the side of Team Harsh. They need to run, they need to heal, especially the side of Gara. He's sitting on 50% health right now, but the boosts are running, and you need to get inside the zone where Famous Marvel is just proning. They are going to spot him out. That is not going to matter. Marvel is going to take down one, but he's going to be knocked out. Gara surviving with just 5 health. Amara coming in from behind. Can the kill come in? Can the kill be secured? And Gara going for the peak. He is going to look to finish the player, but he is going to be finished off instead, and Marvel is going to get a revive. These 2 players, they just play everything so perfectly. Down to the top 3 teams, it's going to be Famous, Zeus, and BlackTeam.
That was more than impressive. Famous still surviving somehow out there. Marvel needs a revive badly. They are inside the circle right now. Can the revive kick in? I think yes is the answer. ZeusEsport, on the other hand, still a player surviving. Kazan out there for the team to get another chicken dinner. Can this team go for it? Famous, can they go for the 5th chicken dinner? Team Black, can they go for an initialization of their chicken dinners right now? Look at this. Black Hell just going to the left hand side. Manta in the middle, and Black Fury joining Manta as well out there with Zeus on one side as well. What is going to happen? The players are inside the circle from Black, and no other player is inside the zone. Can Famous go inside the circle, or is it going to be Kazan that just goes into the rock that is right next to him? After that, just tries to go inside the circle. He's trying to spot the players, trying to take the shots. He knows that there is a scooter out there, but then obviously there's not going to be someone out there. Kazan just gets eliminated in an instant. It is 2 teams, ladies and gentlemen. 6 players surviving, 4 versus 2. Black Zeus has an AWM. Can he pop 2 headshots out here to take Famous on? Marvel is still outside the circle, but Marvel drops on Black Hell outside the circle. Zeus is low on health right now as well. Amara has done all the damage out there. I think Famous can win this one. Can they win this one? Look at this. Zeus has popped up the first hit, but now they know the location. They know that the TBBs are going to matter out there. The Molotov comes in, kicks in from one side, and they jumped over a Molotov. Incredible gameplay, dropping 1 player as well. They are more than impressive out there, even if they lose. Takes down 1, does not take down the final person. 1 person was remaining just out there, but still Famous managed to take the fight in their hands.
You know what? They played an amazing game in that one, but I think they should not have rushed the final 2 guys.
The best part was Team Black did a Molotov. They jumped over the Molotov, the whole distance of the Molotov.
And took down 2 people.
Took down 2 people. That was nice. What?
Yeah, that was pretty intense. But once again, it was 4 versus 2 situation, and these 2 guys, they were wreaking havoc on every single one they came across. No one can stand up against them right now, I think, and they just made up for the performance of the last game quite a bit, and something extra as well in there. But on the other side, let's have a look and see who is going to be the MVP from the side of BlackTeam MGL. And BlackTeam MGL, they are stepping up, I think, at the right moment, because they were not doing so well in the overall standings. 4 kills, 544 damage, 4 kilometers distance traveled. So this team, they have taken a while for themselves, but now I think finally are getting in the zone now.
Yeah, I mean, the stats look really good. The work with the stats have been done in a good manner for themselves to be out there. 24 minutes and 13 seconds of the survival time, 4 kills, 544 damage. So it all looks good right now. But the major factor, the main factor that's going to be out there is that how many kills does this team have, how many kills does Famous have. Pain Gaming got eliminated early, but then ZeusEsport was out there on the 3rd position, if I'm not wrong. And how many kills do they have? Team Gravity, once again, kind of had a bad day today.
Team Gravity had a bad game, and it was by the hands of the same team again. So let's have a look at the top 5 players, as Kaysen from Zeus is going to be the first one. 7 kills, 938 damage, but Famous Amara on the second, 5 kills, 1298 damage. Ocean on just one person with 5 kills. That is incredible. Team MGL Zeus is going to be on the 3rd with 4 kills, 544 damage. Marvel from Famous is going to be 4th with 3 kills, 774 damage. And Team Harsh is Singji is going to be 5th with 3 kills, 658 damage. So once again, a lot of good performances, but Amara, like, playing on a totally different level. Like 1200 damage, 5 kills. Wow.
You know it, and we all know one thing, that when we're gonna see the overall damage dealers, obviously Famous is gonna be out there no matter what just happens, and we'll have to see what happens. But for this particular match, let's see where the standings are and where is it keeping each and every one out there for this particular game. As you can see, BlackTeam MGL is still out there on the 1st position, Famous on the 2nd, ZeusEsport on the 3rd, Team Harsh on the 4th, Savage on the 5th, No Mercy on the 6th, GoodFellows on the 7th, and Zero Death is out there on the 8th position with 6 points. So from 26 to 6. It's a 20-point gap in the team in the placement points. But then ZeusEsports, they had a good amount of kills in this one as well.
Yeah, they definitely had good amount of kills for themselves. But moving on to the next set of standing, it's going to be Friendly Fire on the 9th, Swanky Gaming on the 10th, Pain Gaming on the 11th, Team Gravity on the 12th, Andromeda on the 13th, and Mysterios on the 14th, and Team SYG on the 15th position. So Pain Gaming, Team Gravity, Andromeda, big upsets coming in this game as well. And Friendly Fire, even after having a good finish for themselves, are still not going to be finishing in the top 8. But points are going to be points, so 5 extra points for them from this game.
Yeah, I mean, that is going to be like one of the things out there. So talking about the facts, about the things, Andromeda was also, doing bad in this one. They had a previous game was good. This one was kind of bad. Team Gravity has had 2 games like this. So, I mean, Team Gravity does not have to worry about anything. The team that has to worry is Andromeda. They are still in that, if I'm not wrong, they're in the 17 to 24 slot.
Yep.
If they do bad, the games, the players in the previous one, the players on the underside are going to go to the upwards area. Look at this. Damage dealers, if we talk about it, Famous Amara, 1298, almost 1300 is the mark that they hit. Kaysen from Zeus, 938, he was the last survivor from ZeusEsport. Savage, UG7MUR 832, Famous Marvel 724, and TH. So Team Harsh got eliminated on the 6th or 7th, but still Singji making up in this area. It's a really good thing from that person.
It's definitely a good thing, and these players have been putting up amazing numbers, but are they going to be able to take this one forward as well? And that is definitely going to be an important question, because now the final 2 games are remaining. But before that, before we head in towards the next game, let's have a look at the overall standings as they are after game number 2 for day number 6. And NoChance is still going to be on top. They are always going to be on top now. So first position, Imperial GG. Nothing is changing in the top 8 except for the fact that Zeus and Pain Gaming are just making their dives and drops as they go. So Zeus is now on the 4th position. Pain Gaming have made their way into the top 8. On the other side, Team Gravity still 7th, and Famous is still going to be 3rd because the point difference is just too big. 192 points for Famous, who's on the 3rd. Compare that to 150 points for ZeusEsport, who are 4th right now. And once again, same goes for Gravity and Pain Gaming. 125 for Gravity, Pain Gaming sitting at 117 points on the 8th. So if they are not having those days, and since in the last game, Pain and Team Gravity both had pretty bad performances, in the next one, if Team Gravity once again fall down in front of Zeus and Pain actually manage to survive to the later stages like the first game, then that is going to be the swap that's going to come in. But with that, let's move on to the next set of standings and see how the teams over there are doing.
Yeah, in the next set, you can see MTs out there on the 9th, WMGxCloud on the 10th, Dream Team on the 11th, 4 Angry on the 12th, Good Boys on the 13th, LordNepal on the 14th, No Mercy on the 15th. Savage Hunter is coming up in the equation right now. They are in the top 16 for now, but these are the teams in the top 16. Let's just see in the overall standings where are the teams like from 17 to 24, because that area, it's going to be a crucial one from 17 to 24 out there. So let's just have a look at that one. Wildcard is out there on the 17th, Andromeda on the 18th. So this one thing, Andromeda is climbing up. But if they have 2 bad games, I mean, see, Swanky can replace them. NoChance is already sitting out in that location, 76. That's going to be nothing. BlackTeam MGL. This team had a chicken dinner this time. So this team needs to be consistent, climbing big time right now.
They need to be consistent, but one team that's going to be in trouble, it's going to be Rogue Nation. Because 60 points. Let's move on to the next set of standings and see how much is the difference. It is a 6-point difference between them and GoodFellows. So GoodFellows have taken a drop. Zero Death is going to be there as well. But Zero Death sitting on 49 points, and the difference is going to be 11 points between them. So they need 12 to make it in there into the top 24. Team Harsh, Team SYG, WayToConq, all of these teams are going to be in trouble, but I think GoodFellows and Zero Death actually have a fighting chance in the next one. On the other side, Friendly Fire, I think they are past the point of saving now.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing. Now they can just go for the YOLO shots and see if it works for them. Or if it won't work for them. So there is just one thing also about this team, that this team has had minimum number of games. As you can see, 6 games for themselves. Had they had more games, obviously, the points would have accumulated and counted. See, the placement points for 6 games is really good for them. They are lacking in the kills, and that's because one person was doing it. So that was one thing. And by the way, I mean, there's one small thing that Friendly Fire can work upon. It's that they are not 31st. They are 30th right now, because Team Cast was disqualified because of using iPads out there in the games right now. Obviously, so that is one of the things that can be a relief for Friendly Fire. Like, they are not the final team or something out there, but still.
Why are you 31st if you're using iPads? Alright, so that is one question that I think Ocean is going to have to explain to me later on. But we'll be right back with another 2 exciting games which are going to happen after a short break. So you guys just stay tuned and keep watching. Hello everyone, and once again welcome back to PMCO 2020 Spring Split Wildcard Region Group Stages Day number 6, and now it's gonna be the penultimate game, the second last game that's gonna be played on Vikendi, and it is gonna be a land of surprises. It is gonna be a game of chaos, because as we have been saying since the morning, now is gonna be the time to go YOLO, and what is gonna be a more perfect map to go YOLO on? Anyways, my name is Super Johnny John, being joined on the desk by Ocean Sharma.
So his name is Super Johnny. You could have said Super Johnny. That would have been like the same thing. And the thing that he said that, yeah, this is kind of the last game. If you see the last Weekendy game for wildcards right now. But after this, the things are going to change. Like, not the things are not going to change. But then after this, it will be the final game. Like, exact final game. The 25th position team can make or break into the 24. The 24 team that is sitting on 24 because they don't have any matches right now. It is just a matter of time if they will be toppled or not. So these two games will be a deciding factor. If not deciding factor, these two games will be the factor that give us one thing. One more thing. Famous is on third, 192 points, 193 for the team on second. Can they? Or can they not just hit the first position? That is also one of the questions.
I think first is going to be pretty hard, but they can go for the second one as well. And on the other side, the teams on the 4th and 5th position as well, they are going to be in some trouble right now because standings are going to swap out as the teams below them will continue climbing. Yeah. And there were just like two or three teams in the top 8 that are still there with 2 more games to play. So they will look to contest and climb up even further. But once again, Rogue Nation, what is going to happen to them? Just sitting on that 24th position, done with their games, and the team below them still has 2 more to go.
Yeah, I mean, see, it's like that thing only, that where are they gonna land at the end? What's gonna happen with them at the end when the day is gonna end for? Because yesterday they would have been like a happy team that we are safe, but right now their happiness might be in danger. They might be biting their nails for the one final chance if a team just goes right on top of them, or if they just come down or something, like things like that. The things that can happen, cannot happen, all those things. But see, Weekendy is gonna come in right as we are talking right now. So the thing is unpredictable. If the map is unpredictable, if the circle goes on the other side of the plane path, that's gonna change everything. If the circle is on your side, if it's not on the land, if it's on water, even till the final circle, then it's gonna be the shore fights that will happening out there in those areas. So we'll have to see like what all just happens maybe.
Yeah, what happens? Because yesterday was another interesting day wherein the circles on Erangel were on water, the circles on Vikendi were entirely on land, to the point wherein the circles weren't even visible, and Ocean at one point got confused as to where are the teams gonna go, what is happening.
Yeah, but then we are in the game, ladies and gentlemen, from Cement Factory, Hot Springs area to create charge Dobro Master. As you can see, Savage has already started dropping, and Undak is moving in some other direction for some reason. Once again, Mount Crescent for Dosto, Villa Goroka, Coal Mines, Baba Port, Cosmodrome, if you want to go. Like, they can go to that area. Let's see what happens out in all of these.
Cosmodrome is one of those interesting places wherein it's quite big, but even after the fact it's so big and massive, it is always uncontested. Because like taking control of the area is quite easy, but maintaining control, that can be a challenge. Just like Everest on the map of Erangel. Because Everest is also in the same situation wherein it's a big area, provides you with a lot of information, but the trade-off, the massive difference between Cosmodrome and Everest is Cosmodrome has loot, Everest has nothing. So on the other side, let's have a look at this. The circle has formed centered around the Cement Factory area. So basically the southeastern side of the map, the entire southeastern side, and some of the middle areas on the eastern side as well as Podvesto and Peshkova, the southern side of Peshkova, Mount Kresnik. So these areas are going to be safe. Other than that, the War Castle, Cement Factory, Volnovo, Hot Springs, the players over there are going to be pretty much happy. But once again, there are hardly any teams in there. Most of the teams have decided to go towards the port coal mine sort of a rotation for themselves.
Yeah, that area, and the players have to get inside the circle as we are talking. But then the major thing is, ZeusEsport is just uncontested in Villa, and Team Gravity is what we would want to see, just grow up once again and where they can go. And Famous as well, can they hit they will be hitting the second spot after the end of this game, but can they just hit the first one as well? I think there are players really close close to Team Famous right now, as you can see on that feed. The players are there and the fights have started as SYG Carnage goes down 2 points for Famous overall right now. 1 from placement, 1 from the kill. That is where they are standing right now. Musket has that kill for himself. That is looking really, really good. And Mysterious, on the other hand, they are trying to spot the players from Team Harsh. Team Harsh has had a good previous game, but can they have even better game out in this one? Is going to be one of my questions, as Sotko is still just trying to see and trying to look to where they have to go. And Team Harsh is Nasty and Gara. They are going to be moving in a vehicle alongside Catboy as well for now.
Yeah, moving. So another thing, talking about Team Harsh, they went for a weird split because now you do see 3 players, but Singji, he was on the northern part of the map. So that can actually spell trouble for this team, and you need to be careful because now if you actually come in engagement with anyone, this is going to be a 3 versus 4 situation. You do not want that on their side. That one guy that's separated from his teammates, if he gets caught out of position, it's going to be a 1v4 for him.
Yeah.
So they are going to be in trouble until the point that they actually group up and stick together to each other. But for now, still in the early stages. And TG coming into contact with Savage. Savage is going to lose 1 player, but TG lose 1 of their own as well. Team Gravity, are they going to be wiped out yet again as they finish off the player from the enemy team? Hisuku, he's going to get a revive as Sinister is going to be the one to help him out with that. But now, Team Gravity, once again, early game stages, not enough heals. Sinister, he has to first stage, so we have to look if his teammate, do they have first aids as well, or is he going to be dropping his teammate one? I think Haisuku, he had one, but now Savage, they are going to be in trouble because it is going to be a 2 versus 3 situation up against Team Gravity.
As of now, like, see, Team Gravity, they have been taken down quite a number of times in the previous 2 games. So we'll have to see what happens for this second last game for themselves right now. But Mysterious and No Mercy, well, see, the factor is that Mysterious players, they have good loot, like the decent loot. The smokes are coming in from No Mercy side to save their player. Like, in the early stages, each and every single player matters out there. And Kill was out in the open road. But look at this, Unsolved. The spray was bad, but then he was saved because Zagu had to reload out there. Otherwise, Unsolved was gone. For the spray from Unsolved side was kind of not at the point out in that one. And Kill is going to go down and Zagu gets his kill out there. Unsolved now, I don't think so they are going to go for the revives anymore. Now they're just going to go for the sprays and going to try and take the players down. Shred 2K has spotted some players, going to reload his G36, 30 bullets in the bank right now. In his magazine, would like to spray as well as Mysterious Shadows. They're still out there. He gets spotted, gets taken down by Shred 2K. Now it's an even playing field. As you can see, both the teams have one player either down or finish. Now it's going to be a challenge for Mysterious, how they can just give a revive if they can, or if they cannot. Will Shadow just go down in the blink of the seconds out there? We'll have to see. But Shred, he is being shot at from the side of Zaku. What's going to happen? Let's see.
Yeah, only time will tell what is going to happen with these teams, as one of the guys has been taken down, and you need to make sure that you're careful coming in for the revive as well, because we have seen those situations and everyone knows that this is one of those times in the early games when you actually bait out the players by knocking them down and waiting for their teammates to come in. But the revive is definitely going to be there as No Mercy. They are a bit too late to the reaction, because once you actually get a knockdown, you need to cover up that position as well. If you're baiting it out, you need to be careful and you need to be setting up the bait as perfectly as possible. But the Molotov from Shred 2K, it's not going to do much, as Mysterious once again is going to be there with full firepower on their sides. And now No Mercy, they have to be careful because now the information has been given as to where the teammates are. Shred 2K, this could be risky out in the open. Is going to go for an open rotation. Talking about things happening out in the open, Famous is going to drop one of the players from the side of Zero Death, and that can spell trouble as Sog is going to go for the finish, but Amara after the knock is going to get the finish as well. Once again, 2-2 split coming out from the side of Team Famous, and we have seen that this team with just 2 players is actually quite dominating.
With just 2 players, they are dominating with 4. It's even better story for themselves. Let's see what happens. Team Harsh, on the other hand, they had 8 kills in the previous game. Can they just change everything for their team as well? Because Team Harsh is trying to go to a better spot right now. Each and every team out here is trying to climb the ladder. Let's see how far can they go. Team Black, they had 1 chicken that has dropped them up in the top 24. Can they stay there? Was that their comeback game? We will have to see, as the points table are going to be added out after this game. And Famous once again just regrouping with each other. Zero Death, they have lost one player, but still I don't think so their hopes are lost. They are passing Muwatra as we are speaking right now. They are going to go to the other directions of inside the circle, because they have to get 100 meters inside the circle as well. And the circle shift is happening right now really soon, like 10 minutes and 30 seconds is when the circle is going to shift up to a newer location, and that's where the players have to head right now. It's on the eastern side, so let's see where the players go. And this team, alright, this team has done a really good stuff for so far.
Yeah, they have done good for so far. In fact, the first two games on Shanok, on Erangel, their performances have been amazing. But once again, predicting what is going to happen on Vikendi is just going to be pretty hard, because not just the teams, but it's the map that plays with you, with the circles just making massive shifts to the extremes of the island and within itself as well. And Mysterious, one of the players, is going to be caught off guard by Shred 2K with that G36C in his hands and the red dot on it. So the distance is like pretty big, but his teammates are coming in from far behind, and he has actually managed to catch that guy off guard and hold him, corner him out in the open. But Zaku, he is quite close, so Shred 2K needs to be careful as well, as shots from the M16 with the 3x are gonna manage to connect, dropping Shred down to around 20% health. He is gonna have the heals on him though, so he's gonna be healthy and taking the fight at any given moment now.
Like, that is one thing that they are gonna be doing right now. They're gonna be looking for the fights that they can take the fights that they can tackle out as of now, because these are still the early stages. They have to get inside the circle, 1700 meters. That is a lot of distance when you want to cover out in this area. And if you don't have a vehicle or something to move in, that is gonna be really bad for the team as well. Mysterious, you can see players, they are just still trying to go out, trying to go up and cope up with the circle, but the circle is gonna be on the fast side for them, so the circle is just gonna leave them in the blue out here. So we'll have to see what happens. The first airdrop, ladies and gentlemen, has an AWM out there for you, level 3 helmet and western backpack, alongside an extended quick draw mag in this one. So no ghillie suit, no scope right now, but the sniper, the bolt action, is still out there for party.
Yeah, the bolt action is definitely going to be there, but okay, so where is Ably going to be? Because he is the man that we saw in action with the AWM in the first game. And I think all of us are going to want to see Team Zeus put that to an advantage. But Octus is going to be there on this airdrop. So Team Gravity, they're going to have an advantage for themselves with that powerful weapon. Not just a weapon, the massive responsibility coming in on their side. But are we going to see those spam shots come in, or are we going to see the safe connecting shots come in from the AWM? That is definitely going to be the question, as once again, the circle is going to be centered around the Castle Cement Factory area. So Mount Kresnik for the west, Volnova, Hot Springs still being in there. And the blue zone, as it closes in on this circle, is going to make sure that the teams are coming in as well. No Mercy is already pretty late. Mysterious is already pretty late to the rotation. And Andromeda just barely making in. Have the players from GoodFellows coming in from the rear. So they need to be careful. They can gatekeep them. But talk about this. Team Gravity coming in contact with Zero Death. Yet again, 3 versus 4 situation. Is Zero Death going to be able to take this one? Prasan has an Uzi on him. Is he going to be able to win this fight? Sangam, look at this. The TPP from the balcony, I think he has spotted, and he has a lot of information, but that needs to be conveyed to your teammates as well, so they are going to be ready to fight it out. But the 2-2 split, 2 players outside, 2 players up close to the building, that can actually work out in the favor from the side of Team Gravity if the players from the side of Zero Death actually go for the outwards rotation and try and wrap around.
Team Gravity needs to take the fight in their hands, and that's what they are doing. They need this win, they need this game for themselves, and they need to move in. MP5K in the hands of Sibo. Level 3 helmet, level 3 West. He has good amount of heals to take him longer run, for taking him longer run into the fight right now. In Sangam, he is solo, lonely, surviving out in that house which is being surrounded by them. Look at them, they are just tangling in like as if Anaconda is gonna go for it, and Sangam is just sitting out there. He did some shots, shots, and he will be taken down. Easy takedown by Team Gravity out there, and that is a good thing. But what are the other players from Zero going to do? Are they going to move in, or are they just going to stay out there, stay put for themselves? This is a big question. You can see Prasan out there. He can use the grenade. He can use Uzi right now, but Uzi against 4 players, he'll have to be extremely on his toes to actually take that fight in his hands with just an Uzi out for himself. He has a second gun, but the Molotov, look at that. The Molotov is taking him down. That is a bad Molotov that just hit him right now. And the player has been taken down as well. So I think Zero Death can be in a lot of trouble out there. But look at that. Pain Gaming is out there for the third party. Team Gravity can be in a bit of trouble. And a grenade from Prasan was also coming in. It is going to be out there if it's just thrown in the right direction. It was going to slightly miss its mark, but still it does the damage to Sinister, who is low on his health right now. Sabo now, they know that they need to take the fight with the players that are out there. That is the final player of Zero Death. If they take the fight with Zero Death, they can just go in and take the hold of that compound as well for themselves. Painkillers being popped up by this player out there, as you can see. But Molotov, is it going to go there? I think it was going, but on the wrong direction, the wrong area. And Prasan still lives to see a day for now. But for how long? Because look at this. One Molotov, one grenade, it's all going to change everything. And the Molotovs are coming in. They are kicking in each and every room right now. Prasan, if he gets hit by a Molotov, that is just going to leave him burning out. And his team is going to lose the hope of staying alive as the lone player is surviving. 0 kills for the team right now. 4 players right in front of him. But Team Gravity is still scared. They are scared of making one wrong move that they do not want to charge in. They do not want to rush in. They know that if Prasan is just out there, he will continue to spray and finish either one of them. But I think they have decided to move in. Look at this. Sister moving in, Octus moving in, and they have spotted out the players out there, and they are going to take them down. Yes, Zero Death gets eliminated. And for the first time in a turn of events, in a surprising turn of events, Team Gravity is surviving out there. I think they are looking for the bigger goal in this one.
Yeah, they are definitely going to look for the bigger goal. And I think one good advice for that one is going to be not to come in contact with Team Zeus for now, as in the previous 2 games, it has been the same team that eliminated Team Gravity. So this time around, they came in contact with Zero Death. They were able to take the fight quite easily, and they took a lot of time for that, but that is a good thing. You should take your time in your fights and go in when you feel comfortable. Don't play the game based on the pace set by your opponents. You should control the pace of the game for yourselves. And now, at any given second, the blue zone is going to make contact with the play zone, and the circle is once again going to shift. So we have to wait for that and see where is the next circle going to be. Where are the teams going to be forced to rotate? And it is going to happen at any given second. And yes, it does. Cement Factory once again. Castle is going to be there. Volno and Hot Springs have been kicked out, but Podvosto City is going to be included as well. So pretty much all the teams are already in there. SYG is just a couple of meters away. Famous is a couple of meters away. Goodfellas, they are just going to have an easier time. They just run out of Hot Springs and they are in the circle. Same goes for Andromeda. But no mercy. They are coming in, and as soon as they enter, Black is going to be quite close. So if Team Black actually spots out the players from the side of No Mercy, they can catch them out in the rotation and gatekeep them from the circle. But I think Mysterious is also going in on a fight. But talking about things happening, it's going to be the airdrop coming in with the MK14, the Adrenaline Syringe, and the level 3 kit, the armor, the helmet, and the backpack in there.
And the syringe is obviously going to help them right now, and that is just going to be one of the things. But then, talking about the stuff out there, we'll see what happens out there. Black Zeus has taken down Unsolved out, so that is a really good thing. We'll see out there. And Black Manta, see, he's trying to spot players out of No Mercy from the other side. As you can see, Gangsky was on the other side of area as well. Shrek 2K is also on the other side of the area as well. We'll have to see if the fight just come in, as Gangsky, the vehicle can easily be blown if just one wrong move, one wrong drive, one wrong gear pedals in. The vehicle will be taking a lot of damage. 1, 2, 3 more shots, or the vehicle will be just taken down. And Unsolved, I don't think so he can get a revive. It can be a miracle if he gets a revive right now, and the kill will not be given to someone else. So we will also have to see about that scenario. But Team Black, so the team is sitting in between 17 to 24, and they are still trying to make their way slowly and steadily. So if this one is their game, then they can confirm a good spot out in the position of top 25. And I think No Mercy is coming in just at the final moment. Shrek 2K is coming in to give a revive to Unsolved. which is an incredible news for Anshul right now. A stress of relief out there, a sign of relief out there coming in for Anshul right now as he gets a revive, and now they are just going to go in away from this fight as of now.
Yeah, they are definitely going to get away from this one. As I was saying, No Mercy can actually be caught out by the players from the side of Black, and that is exactly what happened. But now the circle is going to force these teams to go for those bridges and come in towards the cement factory area or and cross over. Because otherwise, if they wait for the blue zone to come and wait for the next circle to appear before they actually do that, they can be in a lot of trouble, since the teams are going to be quite constricted, quite close to each other, and that can spell trouble. But look at this. TG, once again, they come close to the players from Zeus. This is going to be the third time as Zeus is going to drop and kill off Sinister. 3 versus 4 situation. Octus is going to be finished off, and Haikasu and another player from the side of TG are the only two standing. Killer is going to be taken down. Can they win this one, as Haikasu is the only man standing for his team for the third time? Yet again, Zeus is going to be the reason that TG is not going to be continuing in this game, as the entire team is going to be wiped out. Team Gravity taking an early exit.
3-0 coming out there from ZeusEsport. Like, this is a lightning situation for what Zeus is doing out here. We never expected this thing to happen out here, and I think, what if it's a 4-0 in the final Erangel? What if that happens? If Zeus just fights with Team Gravity, because they both have the same drop location in that one. So will Team Gravity go for a fight against them in the final match or not? I would like to see that. My money is totally going to be on that. But for now, ZeusEsport is going to live and see the another day out there inside the circle.
Yeah, they will live to see another day, definitely, as this team, they have again and again and again been the reason for the demise of Team Gravity. And I think that in itself is actually pretty incredible. On the other hand, Team Gravity, I said this a couple of minutes ago. I think it is definitely going to be there in the stream somewhere. In the match of Vikendi, wherein I said they just have to avoid coming in contact with the players from Zeus. Couple of minutes later, exactly that happens, and we see what happens when Team Gravity meets the gods of the air.
I mean, yeah, that is true. That is totally true. We'll have to see what happens when Famous is going to be out there. Because if not anything, 2 players from Famous, and look at this, they're just trying to park their vehicle to a safer spot right now. And Famous versus Zeus versus like other teams out there taken apart. But Famous is 2 players. They're ready for like each and everyone. You see Amar out there, you see Marvel out there. They just take the fights in their hands. And Pain GNBG, and he is really, really close to the 4th airdrop that has a Gross Iron Adrenaline syringe for themselves. But okay, if you see the minimap, Podvosto is the area where SYG is right now. They have to get inside the circle, and out there, Team Black, the players were spotted, and ably takes the fight once again as takes down one player from No Mercy as the fights have started. So ZeusEsport once again taking up the fight, and Kazan takes down Shred 2K as well. Will No Mercy get eliminated as well, as Shred has been taken down, Gangxi has been taken down, and he has been finished out there by Ably and Earndark. So the factor is, this team is looking really good with 6 kills right now, but how much can they increase this number? Like, ZeusEsport's gameplay is on another level today.
Yeah, it is on a totally different level, and they are, as we said, you need to make those hard pushes during the final plays, but Famous Marvel is going to catch the players from the side of Team Black. Off guard, Zeus did take some damage from the side of Team Black. He was knocked out, but the revive is going to be pretty easy as Famous. They are going to be in some trouble. This is going to be an open fight for them, and as I was saying, an open fight. Marvel takes damage from the other direction. He needs to be careful. Goes around the haystack and is going to get another knock for himself. Now, Swanky Gaming, they have joined this fray, so this is going to be some trouble, but the smoke has been popped, and that is just gonna make things a lot easier. As Swanky Gaming, they get a knock from the side of Team Black. Black are being collapsed upon, lose one player, but on the other direction, No Mercy is gonna be wiped out from this game and also taking an early exit. But now Mara moving and positioning towards the players from Swanky Gaming. Swanky Gaming, they need to be careful as well, as they can be engaged upon by Famous at any given moment. But Famous, they are choosing to focus on Team Harsh instead, who are coming in from the behind. So this is what I was talking talking about. In these final stages, in the circle that is right on Cement Factory, the teams are going to be so close that it's going to be chaos everywhere. And Nasty from Team Arsh, he has dropped quite far away from his teammates, and the finish was just not there as the gun reload kicked in. But then one more bullet, and Amara gets the kill, but Amara gets knocked down by the player from the side of Mysterios, and the finish happened so fast out in the open. You have to be careful. That was an overconfident move, standing that out in the open while shooting.
Yeah, Marvel has to get to the players as well. As you can see, ZeusEsport and Mosquito are really on the outer side. So Marvel, can he or can he not reach out there is going to be one of the questions. Savage's wish has reached really close to Pain Gaming's players. GF, Good Boys Explorer is out there, as you can see on your screens. So GoodFellows, can they just take a good fight as well, is going to be one of the questions. Cement Factory is going to be the area. Ably takes down SYG Viper. Like ZeusEsport once again not just stopping. Savage Wish goes down. SYG Viper has been taken on ably. He is on domination on a different level. Has 3 kills for himself. Pain Forbid is out there. Pain Maga with a Groza in the hand, and Savage is DDZZ with just 10 HP remaining, using a medkit right now so that they can stay in the fight a bit longer, as all their players have been taken down. Black Fury also goes down as Famous takes a fight against Team Black MGL, and you can see ZeusEsport once again trying to spot the players and pop some heads out there. And one more player goes down. Black Fury gets eliminated. I think that is going to be the end of Team Black MGL as they get eliminated on the 11th position. 10 teams remaining, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see where it all goes.
Yeah, let's see where it all goes, cause it is the 22-minute mark already, and now the action is just gonna get more intense at the as the Cement Factory is gonna be the war zone. It is gonna be these buildings, it's gonna be these compounds, and those structures that are gonna be the cause of the demise for some of the teams, but can be the cause of the victory for the others. And now it is going to be Catboy out in the open, and Gara has been caught out as well by Pain Forbid, but the jump coming in is going to take some damage, and now he's rushing in towards those players. But on the other side, look at this, GoodFellows on the low ground, have the players from the side of Andromeda right behind them, and Pain Black, he's going to use the vehicle to cover in the distance, but that is going to put him in trouble as he's going to be caught off guard from the other side, and damage is just going to be there as Kazan from Zeus is going to drop 2 players from the side of Pain Gaming, just spelling trouble for an entire squad. And can the finishes be there? No, the kills are gonna be stolen. What?
Interesting
nice.
turn of events out there, and still 10 teams remaining. Pain Black goes down ably from Zeus, just taking that kill for themselves. GF Creamy trying to move in forward, but can the movement happen? I don't think so, as from the other side Andromeda is taking the fights, and Andromeda's big gun, he's being spotted and being shot from 2 different sides. Famous out there, 2 players, 3 players actually surviving, but then Mysterious 4 players are out there. Sotco, they're taking DVP, but a grenade is coming in. The grenade can come in, the grenade can kick in the right direction and takes down Sotco. No, still surviving. How is he still surviving? That was impressive, but the second time I think the grenade can do the damage, but he knows that he has to move in. How did they spot the player out there? That was more than impressive by Famous's players. Now they are taking guns in their hands, as you can see, and luck from ZeusEsport, they are taking down the players of Andromeda and just taking them out. That was impressive, but one more grenade from Musket. I think this one can just barely hit the mark or might miss the mark as well. But Marvel, look at him. Marvel moving in forward from the left-hand side, right, and right now the Ziggle peeking out. The Andromeda gets eliminated. Master Sotco, the serious Sotco goes down and will be finished in just an instance of time. So one more player just goes out. Mysterious Zaku on the other hand taking up the fight. Kazan from Zeus takes on Pain Gaming's players. So I think there are 2 different dominations going on either side. One is from ZeusEsport as a team already has 12 kills. How many more kills can this team have right now? 12 kills for the team it's a huge number out there.
Yeah, definitely a huge number. And now Zeus, I think they will look to establish themselves in this situation, even if they are not going to have a good performance, even if they exit the game now. They have made a point as to how this team likes to play. Ably is going to be taken down. He is going to be knocked down. GF on the other side, the player from the side of GoodFellows, is going to drop down to the blue zone. But now, once again, Ably is going to be in trouble as ZeusEsport Virus is right behind the rock. Undaka, he has the cover fire ready ready, and he has the aim ready for his teammate. The smoke being parked is going to provide some cover, but just from one side. As the other side of the rock, it is quite exposed. Virus, he's going to be in trouble if he tries to wrap around it. Look at this killer. He's already pre-firing at that exact point as his teammate is just going to go and finish off Virus, and SYG is going to take an exit from this game. Zeus, they have thought of everything. They have all the angles covered. If one of us goes down, it's not going to matter. We will stay together and we will fight together, as the last player from the side of GoodFellows is going to be cornered behind that car, and if that blows up, it is going to be the end. And in the end, Pain Gaming is also going to take an exit.
Pain Gaming has an exit right now. That is going to change everything for Pain Gaming's players, as they were trying to finish everyone out there, but then they just fall down. One more player that falls down is Famous' player. Maul gets finished as TH Gara takes a fight, and look at this. Musket moving in forward, trying to spot Gara, takes him down. That's going to be the end of Team Harsh as well, as the players just fall down out there. Musket is going to be surviving out there using a first hit kit. And look at this. Ably from ZeusEsport takes down one player with the grenade as well. And he is looking really good. Undak as well, taking out the players with grenade. ZeusEsport has the highest chance of winning, has 15 kills already. Can they hit a 20 kill mark? Can they go 20 plus kills? Because no other team has had a 20 plus kills right now. Famous has been the closest in their games, in their days, as they had 20 kills for themselves in one of the games. Can this team break that record right now for PMCO Wildcard qualifiers? Will ZeusEsport just go for an incredible gameplay? Because we have never seen a team do this much damage out here. Because this team, it was in 17 to 24 mark before that, and now they are in the top 8. That is just an amazing performance by this team. And look at this, mysterious players also go down as Onyx just takes up the fight. Onyx is trying to take one player, but Ably just falls down out there. Onyx has taken the players out there, and Onyx, I think, is testing to eliminate the players out there. And look at this, Famous' players are also going down. Zaku is trying to go to a safer spot, getting shot at from all the other directions, and mysterious players have just fallen down. And 6 teams to be eliminated was it. It's 4 teams remaining right now. Savage and also exits the stage. You can see the top damage dealers on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. 4 teams, 10 players remaining out there. Undak from ZeusEsport, he has spotted one of the players, and he's going to just finish him, destined to finish out there, and that is one thing that they just did. Swanky Gaming is on the verge of elimination right now, as the Ski is surviving alongside one of the players that needs a revival out there. And Undak, on the other hand, as you can see, just trying to spot the players, trying to pop the heads out there, and Key is just surviving. If he gets the right information, I think he can just pop the heads and just take that team from the this area to the elimination, can add it to their 17 kill mark right now. 17 kills, since still 4 players remaining. Can they have all the kills for themselves? Onyx still surviving on the upper edge. Onyx versus Famous is out there in this area. Undak is doing a smoke on the back end for them to be safe, and doing smokes on the front end as well for the rotations right now. They have to get inside the circle, as 2 players of their squad are in the circle. They are going to gatekeep the circle for themselves, but then they can take a fight with Famous if that happens right in front of them.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be incredible, as you can see the winner chicken dinner forecast. ZeusEsport sitting at a 50% right now. Famous is there with 25% chances of them winning. And GoodFellows, I think their chances are going to be 0, as they are going to be taken out with the players from the side of Zeus. They are charging in on the players from Famous. The high ground advantage is going to come in. One being knocked. Muskeet is the only man left standing. Can he take this one? He takes a lot of damage. So close to dying. How long can he survive for, sitting there with just 2 health on him? Is he going to die? He is definitely going to die, but the heals being popped on the other side. The 2 players from the side of Zeus getting in the car, going for the wraparound on this rock. The heals kick in. Muskeet sitting at 75% health, but once again the high ground is on their side. The charge and the nade being thrown is going to be the demise for the side of Famous, as the nade blows up, and the kill is definitely going to be coming in. It was the Uzi, yeah, and 1v3.
1v3. Key is just surviving out there, but then the location was given because he just took down 1 player, and that is going to be the end. I want to see how many kills does this team has after the win, because if you see, the number is going to be a lot, and 21. Yeah, that is just impressive.
21 kills. I think that has to be a record highest for us. Yeah,
that is the highest kills out there.
2 teams got 20 while we have been casting. So we have casted over 100 games now of PMCO 2020. Ocean hit the 900 matches mark yesterday. 900 games being casted. So after all this time, yesterday I think till now 20 was the highest number. for me personally, and now it's going to be 21. So let's just have a look at the MVP from this game and see which player from the side of Zeus was the god among gods. It is going to be Killer with 7 kills, 840 damage, 7.6 kilometers traveled, and 28 minutes of survival time.
I mean, it was more than amazing by this player that just did that. He, did the damage out there, just taking each and everything for his team and giving it to the players of his team, like the kills that were out there, the damage that was out there, the distance that he has traveled overall, and obviously surviving till the end. So, if anything, this person deserves to be the MVP and is the MVP for a reason out there for the team.
Yeah, definitely is the MVP. And one thing that I want to talk about, like what is happening between Team Gravity and Zeus? What is going on there?
Are you guys fighting?
Yeah, is there some sort of hard blood between you two? Did something happen? Like, what is going on?
Did something happen in school that you're just, angry about with one another? But then let's just have a look at the top 5 players out there, as well as we saw the MVP. And I wouldn't be wrong if I see all the players. Obviously, it was supposed to happen out there, except for mysterious Zaku's out there with 4 kills of himself. But this was amazing. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. All right, that's that's also accounting out there.
Yeah.
900 damage by Undak. That was impressive. And each and every player, even with 3 kills or with 7 kills, they have more than 700 damage. So the damage stats is looking really, really efficient by the players.
Yeah, they are pretty efficient. They were getting the knocks for themselves and they were converting them to kills as well, which is going to be important. Plus, the way they engage fights, that is actually pretty incredible as well, because you saw a player climb up to the high ground, the other one just wrapped around, and now the players from the side of Famous, they had to take fights from 2 different directions, and both of them were focusing up on the player on the rock. No one checked on their sides, and they got punished for that. On the other side, they just caught Team Gravity off guard out in the open. Gravity, they ran into those houses, tried to look for some cover, but by that time it was way too late. And with that, with those conversations, let's have a look at the match 3 standings and see how the teams are doing right now, because Zeus Esports first position, 41 points. The difference, look at the difference. So from 41 to the second position with 18 points.
That is because you see, from 21 kills to 4 kills, that is one thing that just creates a bridge between the teams. Famous is out there on the 3rd, and I think this is going to be a good jump for Famous as well. We're sitting in the top 2 in the overall standings or something. Mysterious out there on the 4th, GoodFellows on the 5th, Savage Hunter on the 6th, Pain Gaming on the 7th, and Team Harsh is out there on the 8th position with 6 points for themselves. Moving on from 9 to 16, if we have to see like where the teams are, because you see, Team Gravity, they are out here on the 9th position, Andromeda on the 10th, SYG2 on the 11th, BlackTeam MGL on the 12th, and No Mercy on 13th, and Zero Death is sitting there on the 14th position. So some teams have had a good run, some teams have had a bad run, but then Team Gravity and Zeus, the fights that start, they are not stopping, and right now Zeus is 3-0 overall as well, and in this game as well, like with Team Gravity. I would want to see if the final game also, head-to-heads with both of the teams or something.
Yeah, definitely. Even I want to look at a head-to-head between these 2 teams and see how they are doing. On the other side, a lot of points being gained by just one team is going to cause a lot of trouble for the teams that are in the lower side of the standings. Because as the kills are being finished off by just one team, it is going to mean that the other teams are not going to be able to get those points for themselves. They just have to climb by the placement points. But let's have a look at the overall standings and see how many points did Zeus actually get from this one. Where are they going to be? They're still going to be on the 4th, but the gap has shortened down. So look at this. Imperial GG, they fall down to the 3rd as Famous is going to hit that 200 point mark, 209 points for themselves. And I think after the last game, Zeus, even if they exit on the 7th or the 6th position, Imperial is going to be 4th.
Yeah, as of now, but then so the thing is that the teams, as you said, Imperial is going to end up on the 4th position after this one. ZeusEsport is on the 4th right now, but then they will be, taking up a jump after this, if they have an incredible fight once again. WatchMyGP on the 5th. Team Gravity is also slowly, see, they are climbing, but then the climb is really, really on a low pace right now. Exodus on the 7th. Pain Gaming is out there on the 8th position. Talking about 9 to 16, the teams that are out there that are still in the safer spot right now. Alright, nothing has changed out in this one except for Swanky Gaming coming out on the 16th. So So you can see MT, WMGxCloud, Dream Team 4, Angry Good Boys, LordNepal, No Mercy still sitting out there alongside Swangy Gaming. And then the table that is going to be attentionized, the table, the 17 to 24 position. Let's just see where the teams are on that one, because with the pluses and the minuses, some of the teams can, just go out of them. And so let's have a look at where the teams from 17 to 24 are out there. Savage Hunter, they have had a drop. Mysterious is on the 18th position. Wolf Squad on the 19th. 20th is with Andromeda. NoChance on 21st. All the teams have had a dip right now. And GoodFellows is still trying to climb. BlackTeam, they had a chicken in the previous game. They are out there on the 23rd position. GoodFellows, they have climbed up. That means that one of the teams has dropped down. Let's just see which team has dropped down from 25th to 31st right now. As Rogue Nation, they have had a dip, and their games are over. So they can be one of the things. But look at this. Team Harsh is still surviving out there. Can Team Harsh make it?
Yeah.
Is a big question.
I think Rogue Nation gonna be quite upset of the fact that they are not gonna be able to make it to the semi-finals now. And as you said, Team Harsh, one chicken dinner, you are gonna be in quite comfortably, in fact. And we have seen that happen. It happened in front of our eyes when an Elementrix was barely on the verge of making it into the finals. They were pretty much out of it. But then in that last game, went for a passive place, survived, got a chicken dinner for themselves, and jumped to 3 places.
Yeah,
so Team Harsh need to do the same thing.
They need to do the same thing, but then it's just one game left.
Yeah.
One game. Every bullet is going to count. Their drop location is going to count. The way they play the game, it's all going to count out there. So I would like to see if Team Harsh can reach there or not, because each and every stat for what they have done, it's going to come into play in the final game. The good, bad, ugly, crazy, everything about them. We'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, we will definitely have to see what happens, and we will be seeing what is going to happen, as the last game is going to be played on Erangel, but that is going to have to happen after we come back from a short break. So you guys just stay tuned and keep watching. We'll be right back. Hello everyone, and once again welcome back for the final time to the PMCO 2020 Spring Split Wildcard Group Stages. Final time welcome to the group stages again, because this is going to be the final game of the group stages that's going to be played on Erangel. My name is Varun Super Johnny John, and joining me on the desk, the man dancing and making silly faces, is Ocean Sharma.
I'm not making silly faces, you are making silly faces. Alright, so the final game is going to be out there, Erangel, for the final time. For some teams like Team Harsh, they are on 26. Can they come in top 24? What is it going to take for them? One chicken dinner maybe, or maybe a good kills, good placement point, something like that. We will have to see, as many things will be answered in this one.
Yeah, definitely a lot of questions are going to be answered, and one of those is definitely going to be, is TG going to be able to beat Zeus in a 4 versus 4 situation? Because for the last 3 matches, it has been the same story. It's like the Lord of the Rings out there, wherein in the trilogy, every single time TG comes up against Zeus, they just fall down.
Yeah, and we are in the final game, ladies and gentlemen, from military base to shooting range. You can see Pochinki, School, Rozok, Georgopol. This time Zark is 7. If the players want to go there, they can go there. Let's see which team, which player just goes. As you can see, Mysterious Shadow going for an early drop out there from the plane path. Other than that, I don't see any player, any team just going out in the military base area for some reason. That is different out there. Savage right now just makes up a drop, but they are gonna go for a split bridge drop if I'm not wrong or something. But then for now, just Mysterious have a full area of Novo for themselves. If they're gonna go to military base, they can go to military base right now, but this is the area. As you see, Team Harsh going into a Pochinki ace drop right now. They know that they need the kills. Will they be able to get the kills out there? Will they pile up under the pressure or not? That is gonna be one of the questions out there. As you can see, zero deaths also, players also just going out. Black team is also going out in the Water City-ish area, and ZeusEsport, I think they're going to go to Georgopol this time.
Yeah, Georgopol for them, but is TG going to follow them, or are they going to take a different exit, a different rotation? And as you said, Ocean, Savage, they did go for a bridge split drop this time around as well. Famous is once again going for the Severny area, and most of the teams are going to stick towards that eastern side of the map, as they did take an exit. The circle did form, and now this is gonna be the safer play to come out with. But instead of TG, it's gonna be Andromeda that's gonna contest Zeus for that Georgopol drop, and I think it is Zeus contesting Andromeda, because Andromeda have been landing in Georgopol for a while now.
Yeah, now Zeus is changing their strategies, and the change strategies, I think it can just change everything for them as well. And you can see Team Harsh's players, Gara with a DP and a Scarl for themselves, and Pain Gaming being contested by Zero Death. Are they going to go for the games right now, because they have an M4? They're just going in. Does not have a vest, but has a level 1 helmet. It can be really bad for them, as they are really close to Pain Gaming. What's going to happen? The final game, the fights are going to happen anytime soon. As you can see, TPP gameplay, and Sangam just goes down in this stage right now, as Marga is going to finish what they started, and that is going to be in the form of a kill out here. That was impressive by Pain Gaming's Marga, as now they have an M4 for themselves. But look at this. No mercy with Team Harsh. Which team is going to survive out there? Gara's had some shots for himself, but can they just take up the better area of the fights, or are they going to fall short, as No Mercy is being surrounded from all the sides? But Gangxi, he can take a fight against Singji really close. Both the players are in the same building. Well, look at this. Unsol is moving in forward. Gangxi wants to move in forward on the upper area. 4 players just driving in. Unsol moving in. All the players are going in, and 1 player will be taken down. That's going to be Singzi, as 4 players just moving, charging in, and they have 1 kill for themselves. This can be a bad news for Team Harsh right now. They don't want to lose the players. They should not be losing players at this stage right now. But Gangxi, it has had some shots, but now it will be a safer area for them.
Yeah, definitely. They do not want their players to be taken out this early. As we were talking about how Team Harsh, they need the chicken dinner in this game to make sure that they are in the top 24, because they are really close to actually making it into the semi-finals. And it is going to be important for now just to make it into the semi-finals, because you will have a day of break. That's going to be tomorrow, and from the day after tomorrow is when the semi-finals will actually start. So you can actually reset during those days or come up with new strategies to conquer in the semi-finals. We did see that in another region as well when we were casting South Asia, a team that barely made it into the semi-finals. During the semi-finals, they were in the top 8. And that was an incredible performance, but I don't think that is going to happen, as Hazy is going to catch Gara off guard, and another player from the side of Team Arch is just going to lose his life. That's just going to leave 2 players left standing. Catboy, he has been spotted by Gangski as well, and the shots being fired, they do not connect. But still, I think the damage has already been done as Zero Death. They are going in on the player of Pain. They have caught him off guard, and now the support is going to come in. Mutarga, he's going to be all alone as Capo Blood is going to manage to catch him and corner the player in that one building. Now the players are just going to wrap in, rush in towards him. One guy is going to be left outside to catch him on the rotate.
Yeah, Captain Blood is outside right now. Now he gets in, and look at that. No Mercy's player. They just take down their own player with a grenade. That will look really bad for them. Captain Blood just moving outside now. They haven't spotted the player yet. They have spotted him now, and Pain's Maga is going to go down. Zero Death with a Raven strategy as Sangam Whitey was taken down. Now they have a kill for themselves as well. But look at this. Forbid moving in forward. Why are the players taking 1v1 fights in these scenarios? That is my question out here. Otherwise, I mean, they can be really good with the players along their side. But for now, it surprises me that the players are going for a 1v1 fight and all.
It is definitely surprising because, yeah, isolated fights is a weird situation and you do not want to give your opponents those isolated situations. But Pain Forbid is waiting for his teammates to come in, and here they are. A 1 versus 3 is going to turn into a 3 versus 3, and Zero Death can actually fall down in this situation, as this is the early game combat wherein the players are going to be lacking those heals, those armors. And look at this, Rabbit Head, his armor has been shot out, so it's like it's not even there, and he's not going to be able to take the damage on him. On the other side, Prasan, just a level 1 armor on him, the nade being cooked. If this connects, it is going to do so much damage, and this one is going to go in on the first floor, but Captain Blood is going to be able to avoid the damage entirely from that one. Forbid, little by little, closing the gap, is going to be able to spot Prasan in a little bit, but the smoke has been popped to provide some cover. Is going to wait for the smoke to actually be there, and another one coming in just for extra safety. So you need to be cautious when you are charging in. Forbid, he's going to spot one of the players. Captain Blood has been spotted out. The rotation was caught out, and now he knows where the player is. The Uzi at close range is going to be brutal. The pixel shots connecting, but the damage was just not there. Now nade comes in. Forbid is going to be forced to run out of the location. The nade pops, and the damage was there, but not enough. Captain Blood rotates on the first floor. Still, the sound cues are going to be given away. Forbid, he's going to heal up. Both the players, in fact, are healing up. But Captain Blood, now just with 3 bandages and 1 energy drink remaining, is going to try and fight this one out. Once again, 3 versus 3 situation, still winnable. But Pain Gaming, they are going to take out Rabbit Head in an instant. And now a 2 versus 3 situation, which is going to turn into a 1 versus 3, as Prasan is going to be taken down as well. Just Captain Blood remaining. He's going to pop out. Forbid is going to go down, but the other 2 players coming from behind, and he's going to be taken down as well, as Zero Death. They are going to be finishing and exiting this game. I think they are going to be upset about the fact that why did we take on that one guy from Pain Gaming? We just got punished so hard.
Yeah, I mean, that was a wrong call from their side. I mean, taking on one guys and all those scenarios out there, just changing each and every pace of the game for themselves. But then look at this, Famous. They are in Yasnaya right now, as they are. See, the circle is similar to the first game circle, but will it be ending in the same place as the first game circle? As previously, the game ended alongside prison area in the first game. Will it be ending in the same pace? We will have to see that. But for now, Famous is looking really good in this area, as they have just one team to challenge from their side. Let's see if they can just go for that challenge, that contestation or not. But as of now, Mysterious on the screens, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just see what happens out in that one.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see as to what is going to happen in this one and how are the teams going to look to play this one out. Because this circle is similar to the one that we had in the first Erangel for today. And if the rotations happen in the similar manner as well, then it could be that we see the same results in this one, but one thing that's not going to be the same, it's going to be TG who are on towards that Milta Island and have taken the corner of that Milta power plant for themselves. So they are going full passive. Talking about things being passive, this is one team that is definitely not passive, and they like to fight, as Famous Marvel is going to get the information as to where the players from the side of Team Black are, and he's going to catch few of them rotating off guard. But still, the shots were not fired, so he is still going to be safe, and the information about his entire team is still not going to be given. This can be an advantage to them, as his teammates come in, he goes with them for the rotate, and they take the fight towards Team Black.
I mean, they want the kills of Team Black as well. I mean, Team Black was the reason that they did not get a chicken dinner in Shanok right now, and they'll be ready to contest them anytime soon. As of now, the circle is going for a northward shift. That means that the fights and in the Yasnaya Polyana can go on a bit longer if the fights would have been here. But then for now, the major factor is... the major factor that is going to happen is that Team Black knows that they might not be able to take this fight right now. As Team Black, they have had a good position in the top 24 as of now, and they want to stay in that position no matter what. They don't want Team Harsh to, just contest their 24th position as of now and just throw them out. So they would like to play it with the maximum safety. So this game is important for two teams out there. It's Black and Team Harsh. And so Black having a fight with Famous right now can mean either good thing or bad thing. And the fight is going to end either way. Like either Famous is going to eliminate them, or it's going to be a vice versa.
Yeah, it can be a vice versa as well, but we will still have to see as to which team is going to take the chicken dinner in the end, as now the circle is going to move towards the northern shift. So Yasna Poliana, Prison, Mansion, Shelter, School, they are going to be in there right now. And this, once again, so the last time, from the first circle onwards, the last time the shift was a southeastern side. This time it's a straight up north shift from the first circle, if you use that as a point of reference. But now Black, they are going to be in that one compound. I think from the rooftop, if Famous actually make a bad move, their position is going to be given away, and Marvel is just sitting there with a pan in his hand right now. Nothing to accomplish with that. So he's just looking for information right now to give to his teammates. But on the other side, the man does not have any heals. He only has bandages on him. No first aids. So if he takes some damage, he is definitely going to be in some trouble.
In some trouble, in a lot of trouble, if anything out there. But then look at this, Team Harsh, the team that has to survive with just two players right now, Nasty and Catboy are remaining. Can they have a good position? Because this game means a lot for them. The second airdrop coming right in the hands of Famous out there has an AWM, a ghillie suit in the early stages. This seems like a good airdrop to me. Like coming into the Yasna area, you can have all the stuff you want to, and just, you can use all the bullets, obviously. I mean, don't waste the bullets, that's all.
If Ably is going to be there, I think he's going to be able to use the bullets.
All right, talking about Ably, I wanna ask, where is Ably and where is Team Gravity right now? Because when these two teams meet, they just meet for the bad or for the good, like something like that.
Yeah, so Team Gravity right now, they have moved towards the northern part of the shelter area, and on the other side, Team Zeus, they are coming in from school towards shelter. So all the teams, look at this. If we can get a view of the minimap, you're gonna notice that all the teams are basically present in that shelter sort of a situation, northern part of Milton and shelter area, and that is going to result in like a lot of fights happening in that situation, as we can already see. So this is just a cold war going on towards the Yasna Poliana location. And once again, on the minimap view, one thing you will notice as well is that SYG are still in that Stalberg Kamishki island, and they will come in from the northern side of the Yasna Poliana situation.
Look at the circle. Yeah. Can we have the circle on our screens for like a few minutes or a few seconds or something, because the circle has had an incredible shift. This circle, I mean, just two teams are there inside the circle right now in the minimap feed. If we will see it, as you can see, players from all the sides have to get inside the zone. TG is inside the circle right now, but then can TG have the fights for themselves? We'll have to see. But for now, in less than 30 seconds, the circle is going to shift once again, and all these teams, you can see Famous Marvel is just sitting out there. If Manta goes out of this area, if one of the players just go out, because they have just one exit to go out, and I think Famous Marvel is going to go for the fight. He is going to go for the spray. He will try to spot some players, and yes, he did some damage. damage, but the players will be moving to safety right now. BlackTeam goes down. No one is moving anywhere. BlackTeam just goes down. Look at this. Players moving in forward. Marvel going in. Grenade comes in. A properly undergood grenade just out there. Molotov, sorry, if you will. Alright, it was a grenade, but then out, I think that is going to be something. And on the other side of the players will be dropped. Team Black can just easily lose this one, and Famous is back out here if they want to show the fight. Savage's players have been dropped out by the vehicle, and Black Manta has been finished out there. Swaggy Gaming's key has also been taken down by Andromeda. Pain takes on Swaggy Gaming's key as well. Look at this Marvel just out there. He has a grenade, switches to grenade. That was a wrong call from this guy. Now just have 5 bandages. Will be using painkillers and bandages. Octus takes on a player from Pain Gaming as well. Black, look at this. Look at this. He is surviving, solely surviving. All his players are gone. They are going to find a good position for themselves, and he has been contested by 4 different directions. Has an Uzi. I think the call has been given. He will be taken down and will be finished in just a hint of second, and Famous has this one right now.
Yeah, Famous just clutching that one out for themselves, and that is going to give them a boost of momentum. But talking about boost of momentum, a team that desperately needs it, it's going to be TG, as the players from Pain. Forbid is going to use the third-person perspective, and I think he has spotted a couple of players out because the sound cues were heard as TG were coming in with those vehicles. So Pain Forbid is just standing there trying to see if he can spot out the heads or spot out the players, as they are going to look for those peaks over that ridge, and the other players from his team are going to do the same. They have lost 1 player, 3 players still standing. Can they take this fight in a 3 versus 4 situation, as Octus is just going to drive in and charge in on towards these 3 players? Information for the footstep from GNBGN is going to be given away as he takes damage, drops down to 50% health, and that long range nade is going to drop down Glad to around 60%. So all 3 players quite low. The heals are not coming in. The armors are shot out. Can you win this fight? 3 versus 4 situation.
Look at this. Octus was throwing some grenades, some throwables that were coming out from his side. Sinister is moving in right now. Octus, he is still taking DBB. Sebo is going for a longer rotation, and I think Forbid has spotted him. Forbid knows that there's a player out there. He's going to smoke out on his right. Really good strategy for him to stay in the game right now. Forbid is going to go to GNBGN side, and I think TG, a comeback game for them as well. It might happen out here in this one, but still 45 more seconds, and the circle is right around their corners, but they'll have to go. But look at this. Octus takes down 1, but in the curve, Akazu has been taken on. Pain Black also is moving forward. GNBGN still surviving out. They're still trying to spot the players, but Sinister takes down him as well. 1 player surviving from Pain Gaming. On the other end, it's going to be Glad. Can he just clutch it out for his team? Yes, he can. He takes down 1. It's like he's trying to take down the second one as well. Moves in forward. 21 bullets. Takes down 1 with a crowd shot. No, does not do that. And TG has this one barely as Cebu reaches to assist them as well. Now the revives are going to come. They're going to loot the crates, and from there they are going to go to a safer location. And Team Harsh on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, just 2 players surviving. Can they clutch it for them as well?
Yeah, TG did come out on top in that fight, but if they continue to play like this, I think they are going to be in some trouble when Zeus comes in contact with them again. So TG need to figure out what is going wrong with those fights, because even while charging in, they just charged in 1 by 1. They could have been in trouble if the players from the side of Pain actually did use their utility, which I don't think they had enough of it. So had they used those nades, TG would actually be in a lot of trouble. But lucky for them, this time the team that they challenged did not have it. But now TG is going up against Famous, as Mosquito is going to be taken down. He's going to be finished off. And TG, Octus is on a domination right now. Famous Marvel is going to be taken down. On the other side, Savage Hunter taking an exit. But is Famous going to be able to fight back from that situation? On the other side, Andromeda going up against the Mysterios. Again, an interesting fight, as one of the guys is going to be taken down. GoodFellows taking an exit from this game as well. And Andromeda, from that long range distance out in the open, just have a small ridge for the cover for themselves. They are trying to take this fight with Mysterios right now, and the situation is looking like they have an advantage in it.
As of now, you can see the minimap. The full circle is in the open. There are no buildings to cover up the people. Some of the people are closer to the buildings, but then no buildings are going to be staying in the next circle if that happens right now. Andromeda's players are moving in forward, as on your screens you guys can see, ladies and gentlemen. And Ragnar was still sitting out there. As you can see, Tamim is moving forward. Tamim, he did an incredible 1v3 in the first day, and that's why we remember the name out there, because the players were totally incredible out there. But the major factor is Andromeda has also stepped up big time in their gameplays, and they are showing a good capability to stay in the game for now. On the other hand, Swanky Gaming's players just take down famous ZeusEsport. That was a turn of events out there. Can they give a revive out there is going to be a big question. But what team is going to be out there? Black Zeus also goes down as Swanky Gaming's players are taking fight against two different teams in two different directions. That is something amazing. And Zaku with the car 90 is just trying to spot the players and hit some shots. If he gets it, it's going to be a good one. Leo still trying to take the players with his barrel right now. Misses most of the shots, like all the shots as of now. Switches to VSS, and let's see if we can use this DMR to the better purpose.
Yeah, I think he's going to be able to take the long-range fights with that one. That is definitely going to be a better decision because once again, DMRs are pretty much made for that situation. It is pretty obvious. So now, in this compound, going for those high long-range, high-ground battles, it is going to be the perfect weapon. But the Scar L is also going to be able to dish out some damage as the players from the side of No Mercy are going to be caught off guard. And Harry almost goes down, survives with like 5 health on him. But from the other side, the bullets are being fired in return as well. And No Mercy Kill also takes some damage. He is quite close though. And as we say that, Team Harsh is going to take an exit on the 10th position. So that is going to be quite unfortunate for them, and I think they are going to be out of the top 24 now for sure.
Yeah, for sure they are going to be out of that area, and obviously, so it's going to cost them a lot right now. They've had good games, they've had bad games, and the bad games are the ones that are being that are counting a lot in this one. Mysterious Shadow still trying to spot some players, and Swanky Gaming's players are also out here. 3 players remaining for the team, and Zaku takes down 1 player from Swanky Gaming. That's going to be Ghost going out with a K9 shot out there. Amara, you can see it's Sukswag and Amara this time. Sukswag is taking some damage from the other side, and Abra just falls down off a cliff and he takes the damage. And Kazin from ZeusEsport, will he be taken down? Will he be taken down? One spray and Amara takes down ZeusEsports' player as well. But now they know the location. Amara has been taken out by Sinister. This time TG is taking a fight, but Susok just kicks in, takes 1 player down from TG. So it's TG versus Zeus versus Famous going out there. But then look at this, Swanky Gaming versus No Mercy versus Mysterious versus TG. 1 house, 4 teams in 1 house out there, and 3 players just go down in an instance out there as Mysterious also bite the dust. It's just Octus remaining for Team Gravity right now. 1 player remaining. For how long can he remain? Will he just sneak out there? He is trying to put up a smoke and just to take all the heals that he can right now. And one thing is that Swanky Gaming has been eliminated, if I'm not wrong, out there. Or the players are still surviving. Yes, the player Key and Leo is still surviving on the other side. So 2 players of Swanky Gaming have been taken out. Sabo needs a revival from TG right now. Octus is on one side, and No Mercy Skill, as you can see, is also on the one side. And he has been spotted out there. He will be taken down in an instance as VSS comes into the equation. Gangxi, the players are really close to him. 18 bullets in his gun. He is looking in the wrong direction. Will be taken out in an instant. Goes for a drop shot. Will be spotted next time. Taken down easily as Mysterious Shadow is going in a U-turn and takes down the second one. Mysterious Shadow has taken down 2 people easily, really easily, and Famous gets eliminated on the other side as well. Unsolved is the lone survivor. Mysterious should be knowing it. Zaku is moving in forward near around that area. Grenade is properly cooked up. Grenade is going to be out there. Grenade takes down 1. No, it does not. Unsolved is still there to save the day, but Shadow and Zaku, now they know the location. Now they know that there is a player outside. They go for a grenade, but the grenade goes on the other side. No Mercy. On the other hand, Unsolved goes down by Killer, where there's M24.
Yeah. Now, on the other side, look at this. Team Gravity. Interesting thing, Team Gravity is still surviving. They have 8 kills, but it is just 1 guy from the team that's still in there. So this time they actually make it into the top 6, but I don't think they're going to be too happy about the fact that it's just Octus, and he is also in a really bad situation as he has been spotted out by the players from the side of Mysterious. On the other side, ZeusEsports, all 4 players still standing strong. The only trouble for them is the fact that they are outside the play zone. So they need to make their way in, and it is going to be an open area. So you need to be careful when you get in. As Octus from Team Gravity, he's going to be finished off by the nade coming in from the Mysterios, and Shadow is going to go on a domination with that one. 3 kills completed for the man. It is going to be a 4 versus 3 versus 2 versus 2 versus 1 situation in the top 5. As Swanky Gaming with just 1 guy. Andromeda, oh, the damage is coming in as Kazin is going to drop 1 one of the guys from Andromeda, and Killa is going to drop the other one. Now just one player standing, and that is going to be finished off by Killa as well. Kazin, I'm sorry. Okay, who got the last kill?
Undak got the last kill.
Undak got the last kill.
And Mysterious Zaku has been dropped down by the other side, and Shadow is still out here. As you can see, the revives are coming in. ZeusEsport with all the 4 players surviving. You can see this team is just doing incredible, if that is the word, to show their gameplay. And Mysterious, on the other hand, is surviving with just one person out there. I mean, the second one has been revived right now. He needs to pop up a first aid. And ZeusEsports, they don't have anyone behind them at all. They need to do is cross the road right now. If they can do that, that is going to be something. SKG Leo is still surviving out there. 20 bullets for him, and he has 11% probability to actually win the game. On the other hand, 4 times more probability is with ZeusEsports, 44% for them to win the game. BlackTeam and Mysterious are both on 22-22. So BlackTeam, they can have a second chicken dinner for today. ZeusEsports can have a third chicken dinner for themselves. Mysterious can just step up their game. Our Swanky Gaming with just one play can pull off a miracle out there, as Leo is using a VSS for himself. We'll have to see which team just goes for it. 4 teams remaining, 9 players surviving. Killa is actually away from his team, not much, but still quite a bit away, and the circle is gonna shift in a while.
Yeah, the circle is definitely going to shift, and who is going to take advantage in this one, as there is just one compound in here that is being controlled by the players from the side of Mysterious, and the airdrop that's there right in the middle, it has the AUG in it, has the tac stock in it, and has a new set of level 3 armor and helmet that you can use for your advantage. So that is going to be a priority, but Killa is going to get in that buggy and is going to look to wrap around towards or create some cover. I think he is creating some cover for himself so that he can actually take the fight from the players of Mysterious. And the smoke is going to be popped by Kazin, as Zeus, they are the team in the circle right now. So I think they are going to be pretty happy about that. But the other teams, as they come in, they are going to be in a lot of trouble, as these 4 players with this ridge are going to have the advantage in the next fight.
I mean, the airdrop is outside the circle at this particular time, and the players have to get inside in the area of the zone, and the zone is totally saving them right now. Black Fury goes down as SKG's player. Look at this. He knows the game is his, so he was just dancing around in that area. That was just like something that he is taunting the players out on the other side, and that is balle balle going on out there. If you can see, Black Zeus was out there. Swine Gaming gets eliminated on that area. Grenade from Undak actually takes on one player, and the second grenade is going on to the Zeus' side. They precisely, the grenades are going actually in the precise location. That was really amazing. And one more grenade. Can this grenade just do the damage? And can this grenade just do the exact damage that is needed? Zeus is just slithering into the other side. The grenade was on him, but I don't think so it has done any damage, or either the grenade has been cancelled from his side. Black Zeus still surviving. Level 3 helmet, level 2 vest has been broken. He needs to take a vest right now. Will he or will he not just take a vest from the airdrop is my question. As 3 teams remain. Black team with 1 player. Mysterious with 2 players. Shadow is out there alongside Zaku. Can they pull off a miracle? They want a pan fight. They want a pan fight. Are they going for a pan fight? I don't know. But imagine if they go for a pan fight. That's going to be just something. Imagine they are going for a panning the last guy or something in an interesting turn of events.
That is definitely going to be interesting. And you know what will be more interesting? If the teams actually agree to it. I mean, it's the last game, so why not?
Why not end it with a pan or something? I don't know. Not ending it with a bang, or just ending it with a pan or something. Let's see. And Mr. Zaku spotted 1 player, and Zaku takes down Black. It's a 4 versus 2 situation, ladies and gentlemen. Mysterious is out there. The grenades are kicking in. Kazin trying to spot the players. I think they have had the information, as Undak and Kazin are trying to spot the players and pop some shots out there. The circle is with ZeusEsports this time as well. The circle is not on the other player's side. Zaku and Shadow, they have to get inside the circle. 30 more seconds, and after that, it just leaves them. The circle is precisely on Kazin. He is the only person in the circle, and that ZeusEsports is no players inside the circle. So can or can they not? Can Mysterious just pull off this one? A miracle is needed from this side. Will they go for it, or will they not go for it? I will have to see it. You will have to see. A grenade comes into his side. Is that a grenade, or is that a smoke? Right, all right, that was a smoke grenade out here. Now we will have to see what happens out in this one, in the fight out here. And you see a Molotov just came in from Kazan's at Kazan's side and drops down Zaku. One player remaining. Shadow surviving for his team out there, and we will have to see what happens as Kazan is moving in forward. Abely is moving in forward. ZeusEsport, it can be a lot of tension out there for the opponents right now, as outside the circle the fight was easy and they just take it with a win.
Yeah, the fight was pretty easy and the win comes for Zeus again. An amazing performance from an amazing team. They have been putting up the numbers today again and again and again. And this time as well, TG, I think they turned things around for themselves. As with just one guy surviving, they had a pretty good standing, and the fights did work out in their favor.
Because they did not take any fight with ZeusEsport or something. But then let's see who is the MVP out there. It's gonna be either Killer or Abely, if I'm not wrong, and it is Abely. 5 kills for himself, 744 damage, 26 minutes of survival time, and distance covered total is 8 kilometers for this particular person out there. That is just more than impressive.
Yeah, that is more than impressive, and Abely is our dancing man, obviously the man who was dancing.
He knew he will be MVP already, so
it was a 4 versus 2 versus 1 situation, and the numbers are in your favor, the odds are in your favor. What are you gonna do?
Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
But then
no one dances in that movie.
Oh, all right. So, all right. So out there, you can see top 5 players. Abely was out there. Mysterious Zagu, he had an impressive game for himself. Killer for Zeus once again with 5 kills. TG Octus with 4 kills for himself, and Sinister with 3 kills. So the best part is 700 to 600 damage was the damage that was given out in this one. 2 headshots from Zaku, 2 headshots from Killer out there. So that was something really, really good out in this one. And the thing that changes for me is the TG. They were still in the fight out there. TG was not backing up from a fight, and TG always had a fight for themselves. They were going for it, and that was an impressive performance from that squad out there. Mysterious, on the other hand, Zaku was the lone survivor for the team, because I mean Shadow and Zaku were there, but still Zaku was taking out the kills for his team. So that was just that was just more than impressive for that player as well.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive, and it was an amazing performance coming in from all these guys as well. And as we were talking about Team Gravity, even they had 2 guys in there. So but still, that is going to be the question for Team Gravity going in towards the semi-finals, as to what changed between their first game, between their first day and their last day, wherein on one day they were just destroying teams and on the last day they were being destroyed. But let's have a look at the standings for this game and see how the teams did. Zeus is going to be the first, 34 points for them. Mysterios on the second with 22 points. Team Gravity on the third, 14 points. So they still managed to climb a lot. They had wiped out 2 squads entirely. 8 kills coming in third position. No Mercy on the fourth, Andromeda on the fifth, BlackTeam MGL on the sixth, Swanky Gaming on the seventh, and Pain Gaming on the eighth.
As now, these are the top 8 teams, ladies and gentlemen. But then let's move forward to see what the 9 to 14 was out in this one. Famous was out there, Swayze was out there, Zero Death, Team Harsh, Goodfellows, and Savage Hunter. So Famous once again had kind of a dip in this one. Team Harsh was a team that we wanted to see qualify, but then I don't think so. They're gonna it's gonna happen. But I want to see one thing: that ZeusEsports, they had 34 points in this game.
Yep.
Are they gonna be in top 3 in the overalls, or are they not gonna be? And where is Famous going to land after this one? What is going to be Team Gravity's number after this one, and which will be the top 24 teams that are going to go in the next stage out there? That is going to be the next round for the teams to actually be in and fight with.
Yeah, definitely. That is going to be a question that is going to be answered when we look at the overall standings and see who are the teams that have made their way in towards the top 24, which are the teams that have been eliminated, and well, all the good stuff. Is Zeus gonna have a good enough standing? They already have a good enough standing. Is Imperial gonna go down any further? So all the good stuff is going to be answered when we have a look at the overall standings, which is going to happen right now. So let's take a look and see how things are going. Zeus is going to be on the first. I thought they were going to make it to the second, but no, the first position is going to be theirs. 225 points, 98 for kills. And Famous on the second, but still NoChance has the highest amount of kills, 100 kills for them on the third position. Imperial GG on the fourth, Team Gravity on the fifth, WatchMyGP on the sixth, Pain Gaming on the 7th, Exodus on the 8th. So these teams pretty secure. Let's have a look at the second quarter and see which other 8 teams are going to be joining them. MT is going to be there, WMGxCloud on the 10th, Dream Team on the 11th, No Mercy on the 12th, 4 Angry on the 13th, Good Boys on the 14th, Mysterios on the 15th, Swanky Gaming make it on the 16th. Let's move on to the third quarter and see the last set of 8 teams that make it into the semi-finals. Who is it gonna be? Because we know Harsh actually were having a pretty harsh time. So this is the last set of 8 teams. LordNepal, day number 1, amazing performance, but from there on out they dropped so much that from the top 8 they drop down to the last 8 teams that make it into the semifinals. So LordNepal is going to be there, Savage Hunter, Andromeda, Wolf Squad, BlackTeam MGL, NoChance, Vengeance make it in there, and GoodFellows also make it. At one point, if you remember, Ocean, Vengeance was sitting down at the last position.
Exactly, and after this, there's going to be a set of teams that did not make it. This time, as you see, Rogue Nation, they were on 24th yesterday. Team Harsh, 5 more points. If it had been for them like 6 more points, then they would have, 5 more points, they would have had 17 kills. They would have been actually in that list or something. Zero Death on 27, SYG on 28, WayToConq on 29, Khas on 38, Friendly Fire on 31. We can say Friendly Fire on 38, Khas on 31, if anything, but the thing is that top 24 teams were right in front of you, ladies and gentlemen. Those 24 names are going to be the ones that will be divided into the next set of groups after this, and they are going to be playing like with one another, against one another, and all those things. Because I would like to see a group being formed. I don't know how the groups are formed, but I would like to see a group of TG, Zeus, and Famous, all 3 in one group. Because see, the thing that is going to happen after this is all the top 3 they'll be fighting with each another, and that's just going to be more than interesting. Like we'll be watching their fights each and every day or something.
Yeah, we will definitely watch those fights happen, but who is going to be there? So let's have a look at the kill leaders for the group stage and see, is Amara still sticking in? And yes, on the first position is going to be Famous Amara, 36 kill. Godless makes it in there. Godless is also an amazing player. So 35 kills, 7,291 damage. I mean, you remember, I think everyone is going to remember the 1 versus 3 fight that happened outside the military bridge yesterday. And Ably is going to be there on Dancing Man on the 3rd position with 30 kills, 5,500 damage. Exodus Kushle, another amazing player on the 4th position, 29 kills, 4,100 damage. And I don't think I have to introduce anyone to Batman.
I mean,
on the 5th spot,
he's Batman. So like, all right. So apart from that, these are players from 6 to 10. As you can see, Kazan from ZeusEsport with 27 kills, Pain Glag on 27 kills, Choconet on 25. Famous is Marvel. This guy has been incredible since the first game. He is out there with 25 for himself. And Killa from ZeusEsport is out there with 24 kills and 10th position for himself in the overall kill leader. So these top 10 deadly players were out there. You were supposed to look out for them. The ones who did, they got the better out of them. The ones who did not, they are, at a bad position right now. But then NoChance is at their good games. Mysterious is at their good games in this one. Like we can say, ZeusEsports is at their good games. So there were 2 NoChances out in this one as well. We'll have to see like what happens after this one, and how does the games and all just go, and almost 7,300 damage given by Godless. Like this guy was doing wonders.
This guy was doing wonders. His team was doing wonders. It is the NoChance team after all. So Choconet is going to be on the 2nd, 6,000 damage on him. Famous Amara, 5,750 damage almost. 3rd position. Ably, the Dancing Man, is going to be the 4th with 5,500 damage. And Imperial's Batman also makes it into the top damage dealers with 5,368 damage on him. So amazing numbers, amazing players in there, but how are things gonna change in the semi-finals? Because it has been a trend throughout every single region that teams that have good standings in the group stages or in the semi-finals they fumble up in the next stage of the tournament? Is it going to be different?
I mean, this has been the history out there in all of the PMCO matches. The team that does incredible in the group stage, they fumble in the semi-finals. The team that does incredible in the semi-finals, they fumble in the finals. The team that does good in finals, they are, because after that it's going to be, the World League out there. So they are going to be having an interesting competition. So all those things are going to be out there. But so far, all we can say is huge congratulations to the teams who actually, made their way.
Yeah, congratulations to the teams that made it, and hard luck for the teams that did not make it. But don't worry, the next time can be yours. And so once again, my name is Varun Super Johnny John. Being joined on the desk by Ocean Sharma. You can follow us on our socials at iSuperJohnny and at Ocean Sharma. We are taking a break for tomorrow. We'll be back with the semi-finals that start on the 28th at the same time. So signing off for the last time for the group stages. You guys take care and bye-bye.